Hello, this is another Zizaran AMA, currently featuring Quinn69, the beautiful streamer, the only streamer from New Zealand. And
That's a lie.
that was a great slurp, by the way. That was fantastic.
Thank you.
Thanks so much for joining me. Who else streams from
There's
New
two, there's like
Zealand?
there's like two other guys. There's a guy called Rusum. He basically plays games with his banana. Like he gets bananas and hooks them up to wires and like beats Super Mario with only bananas.
Oh,
And then
okay.
there's also a girl called Laurie Pops. And then yeah, that's pretty much it.
I thought
That's
that was a
no other streams from New
euphemism.
Zealand. No, not at all. We're very classy here in New Zealand.
Nice. For those of you who don't know Quinn already, he plays a lot of Path of Exile. Before that you played World of Warcraft, right?
A what? What? No, Diablo 3, bro.
Really? You did Diablo 3 and then Pee-wee? Okay, I thought it was WoW first. I can't keep track.
Nah, dude, Diablo 3.
But introduce
The master
yourself.
game.
Introduce yourself first. Talk to yourself. Talk a little bit about yourself for people who don't know you.
Yeah, basically, I'm a casual rat from New Zealand. I thought it'd be a good idea to start streaming my gaming exploits on the internet for no real good reason. And then it's kind of just started working out and just kept on doing it. Now I just wake up every day and just spurg out.
Nice, and
Pretty
you're
much
doing a
it.
pretty good job of it by the looks of things. So that's
Yeah, it's
good.
doing okay. Yeah.
We will start off with the different questions. So the first one is by Reflector. And he says, Quinn, how do you imagine your streaming career after 5 years or maybe 10? And what kind of games do you think you'll be playing then?
What, 5 years from now, or like
Five
after
or
I've been
10,
streaming for a
yeah.
total of 5?
No, like from now.
From now, 5 or 10 years, dude, the world could be over in 5 years. Are you
Wow.
kidding me?
Really?
We could all be dead. Yeah, Korea could send some nukes off, and we could be plunged into Armageddon. I don't know. Okay, assuming that we don't all die.
And that you have finished Dark Souls.
What? Of course I'm going to beat that game. Dude, I was going to beat that game today if it wasn't for this AMA, all right, mate? It was straight up. I was going to beat it today. I was on track to beat it today. But no, I don't plan that far ahead. I'm not one of those guys who plans stuff ahead. I mean, I want to keep doing the streaming thing as long as it's viable, but honestly, I don't know how long Twitch is going to be a thing for, and I just really haven't thought that much through.
That's fair.
Honestly.
Living in the moment. I like it.
That's a one.
Sheep Hunter is asking, would you rather have Rise or Al Kaiser as a roommate?
Shit. I mean, Okaza's a really hot guy, you know? But then Ray's QT is probably a better PoE player.
Ooh.
Yeah, so, I mean, nah, I probably have to go ahead and say I would take Ray's QT over Alkaza X, providing he didn't start up a cattery or anything crazy like that. It'd be like limited to one cat.
Wow. Okay. I'm surprised. I wasn't expecting that. Have you met any other PoE streamer in person?
Does Mr. Llama SC count?
Yeah. Well.
Yeah, well, I mean, he didn't play PoE when I met him. He was a Diablo 2 exclusive kind of guy, but yeah. No, otherwise. My girlfriend played PoE once. She streams occasionally. I don't know if that counts, nice. But no, I've never met any of the big dicks.
Cool.
So to speak. Hopefully at XLCon.
Yeah, you'll be at XLCon. Dude, we can do joint IRL streams. I actually probably need some advice on that and like help setting it up in New Zealand.
I was thinking I'd be in a pretty good position to do that if we were going to do some sort of IRL streaming, because I can obviously have all the cell networks, because I've got SIM cards and everything here. Although I was actually on the frontier of IRL streaming when it was a thing. Back in the day when who was it? CX Ice Poseidon. He was streaming Pokemon Go, and I was streaming Pokemon Go, and there was another dude streaming Pokemon Go. And but yeah, it was working out pretty well, but it was financially unviable because it was like every single day it'd be around more than $1,000 in terms of data usage. So
really, wow, that's
say you made $1,000 in donations, yeah, it would just be canceled out by the data usage. So I did it for as long as I could, but it was just like I was just burning money, like just incinerating money. So it just wasn't sustainable, unfortunately. I don't think much has changed mobile data wise. So I don't even know if you will even be able to IRL stream.
Oh, that's a yikes.
Here in New Zealand.
That's a lot of money. And how far away from XLCon do you live? Because like a lot of people have been asking me to check out your deck.
You want to my dick? You want to come see the dick? It's actually getting stained right now.
Nice. I bet.
By my my girlfriend's.
Well, who else would do it?
No, not my girlfriend's. My sister. My sister's boyfriend.
Oh, okay. I don't judge.
She's staining the dick. He's staining the dick. All right, and it's it got cleaned yesterday. It's looking mint condition, and it's about around 3.5 hours, 4 hours drive. So theoretically, if you wanted to come to a absolute shithole, you could come to Wanganui.
Awesome. And I'll take that as an open invite.
It's basically a town that's the best thing about it is like a giant muddy river that goes right through the center of it. At one point in time, it was actually due to be the capital, but then they would have to dredge the whole. It was lit, and then basically they realized it was not feasible. Everyone left, and the population's been stagnating for something like 15 years, 20 years.
And as a follow up on that, like, have you considered moving either to another country or somewhere else in New Zealand?
Well, I've got obviously here in Wanganui, we've got really, really good internet. We get like 1,000 up, 1,000 down, fiber optic internet. Well, it's mint condition. I've already got assets here, obviously the house and everything.
Yeah.
But I have considered, do you know what? It's one of those things where if I had infinite money, so money was not an issue. Like the ideal streaming place, in my opinion, is clearly it's Austin, Texas, mate. That's where everything's happening. Austin, Texas. I'd have to like convince my girlfriend that she's not going to get shot or something.
Yeah.
And yeah, I would definitely consider that. But yeah, no, it's just not economically viable to consider like trying to sell the house.
Yeah, that's a big move.
Do all this shit, and then if we've got a daughter as well, so it'd be like, yeah. But if we did somehow like inherit like millions and millions of dollars and we had infinite money, I mean, I'd donate most of it to charity because I'm I'm a nice guy. But I'd use the rest. Yeah, maybe Texas or maybe UK. Maybe UK would actually be good because Abby's family's over there, and
and
still close to some events.
Tax is really low here as well, like 17% tax if you have a company.
What?
Yeah, it's great. That's why like several other streamers are moving here as well.
What?
Yeah, it's great.
I'm at like 33%, bro.
Yeah, I was doing like 35 or 40.
I'm at space? It's practically a socialist country here in New Zealand, and you're at 7. I thought in EU it was like 50%.
Depends where you live. Like Sweden, it's like 60, I think.
Yeah, Sweden is like insane, right?
Yeah.
Wait, so you're from Denmark?
No, I'm from Norway, but I live in Belfast.
They're the same thing. Denmark, Norway. It's the same. Isn't it like isn't that the main city?
It's like New Zealand and Australia.
I see. I see what's going on there. Okay. All right.
But yeah, no, it's actually really good. It's very little PvP here as well, so it's not you don't have to worry as much as Texas.
Yeah, no, same here. I'm in a PvE, country as well.
Yeah, you don't even have that many monsters there. Like New Zealand doesn't even have anything poisonous.
Wait, do you say so? Wait, I just tread balls. So you said you're from Norway?
Yeah.
You fucking rat. You fucker. We were number one. New Zealand was number one. The Leganum Institute, basically, they get a bunch of statistics, like it's like business, economy, and they get like corruption, nature. It's got all these different factors. They get all these different statistics and they compile them all and they give you basically a rating.
Yeah.
We were number one. We took it off Denmark, and then we were number one in 2016. And actually, Norway beat us because of our polluted rivers. Yeah, so you're actually I believe it. You're actually number one in the world right now, ranked country to live in.
All right. So I don't live there, but I heard nice things.
Okay, I'm so confused, but all right.
Well, I mean, I don't know. I like it here. It's good. It's a lot harder to live in Norway as a streamer though. Like it's just minimum wage and tax is so high. It's not like it matters where we live that much. So, but yeah, we'll move on with the next question. So this is by Nulltop. Prefacing this is a serious question. Quinn's chat is pretty heavy on the memes, and it seems most chats that get to that point most chats that go to that point go over the top. But Quinn's chat seems fairly enjoyable most of the time, even though it's heavy on spam and memes. So the question is, how did you handle holding the balance between a fun and a memey chat and not falling over to pure cancer? It seems very hard to balance, but you do it nonetheless.
Moderators, bro. Moderators. It's about the mods you have. It's like, honestly, I got some really I basically balanced my mod team. I've got some super edgy mods, they're like on the extreme like edge, and then I've got the mods on the other side as well. I forgot like one of my mods is like she's like 40. It's just like a chill ass mom who just likes to she just does mom things, and
Nice.
she like keeps and I got the whole spectrum of mods, and pretty much if someone is just spamming nonsense constantly and there's no reason to do it, they get banned. But yeah, I mean, I think having a good moderator team of people that just want to be there and just like make the chat a better place, it's pretty much a strat. Just anyone who's just been blatantly hateful or racist,
Yeah.
time them out. All the Alkaza subs, just pretty much permaban. LK, the streamer twitch.tv/AlkazaRex, just ban, automatically permanently ban anyone who uses his emotes, and then
I love his
instantly
emotes.
your chat's good. What?
I love his emotes.
Just ban anything that elk. If anyone says elk, permaban.
Like the moose thing is amazing. I actually have a shit ton of Alkaister viewers. They're like really like chilled out in my chat.
Yep. They don't like being in Alkaza's actual chat. That's why they go out. They branch out.
Okay, fair enough. The next one is by Cielco. Me question: do you have any plans to make another run to level 100? I really enjoy having you grinding on the other screen, and I hope you give it another shot.
It's really hard to justify. I mean, I do plan on doing it, but it's like one of those things that I would only do it on like a clean league, like a new league on hardcore, and I would say I was going to get a rank, but it's obviously pretty hard to do. Like it's hard to do that without dying, right? Like,
right.
So but if I die and then I'm so far behind that like I could grind to 100, right? And I could spend the time doing it, but it's like, what's the point? Because you're not going to get a rank or anything. So I don't know. I do plan on trying again for sure. Like every single time I start a new league, I'm going to be trying to go for 100. But if I die on that journey and I feel like I've lost too much ground and I'm not going to get any sort of significant rank, significant to me, obviously as a pleb, as Zizaran, that's like a top 10.
Yeah,
that's what I'll be aiming for. So, but yeah, if I can't get that, then I just don't see what's the point. It's not good content really to just sit there, grinding all day.
So are you going to go...
Unless you're going to get a good rank.
Yeah, so I take it you'll be going for level 100 in the event that starts in around May 10th then, right? So that's going to be hype.
Wait, when is that? Is it new content?
Well, so normally it's like... Well, they said they were thinking about doing a Mayhem League. So Mayhem would be, for example, every zone would have something like 20 Strongboxes, 20 Axels, 20 Invasion Monsters, 10 Breaches. It's like shit tons of stuff in every zone. Like, it's like crazy hard, crazy fun.
Oh, wow.
It's really good.
I mean, yeah. I mean, I'll definitely consider that. I can't say. I don't know when it is exactly, when it lines up. But yeah, it definitely sounds interesting. I definitely won't miss any of the expansions. That's like what I'm looking... The plan is to just pretty much do PoE like expansions type stuff. Like whenever they're releasing some major content or big patch, then I want to play it. And then just do other stuff in the meantime.
Yeah, you seem pretty hooked on games like Sekiro and stuff at the moment. How are you finding that? Because this is your first experience with it, right?
Just one of those things where people had been asking me to do it for so many years. Like play Dark Souls, play Sekiro, play whatever the hell. Like people want me to play that type of game because I guess because of my volatile personality, I think they want to see the reaction that I have. Yeah. And they also think I can't beat it when I've already beaten Dark Souls 3. Easy game. It's a joke. Yeah. So I've dipped the tip in, so to speak, and I've been trying it out. And once you get over like the learning process and the initial cancer of just getting used to the game, honestly, I've been really enjoying it. It's actually quite satisfying, like killing some of the bosses. More so Sekiro. I really enjoyed the combat in that game. Like that game was... Have you beaten that yet?
No, I'm on the 2 last bosses, like Demon and then whatever the last boss is.
Ishin, yeah, bro.
Yeah, I'm on like 300, 330 deaths at the moment. The hardest one was the Owl, a second version of Owl.
Was that after the old lady?
No, it's in like a burning...
on the roof or on the rooftop.
No.
It's like you can fight... Okay,
that's the first one. I think you skipped that one.
I did fight Owl when he spits out acid on the rooftop.
Yeah, but there's the second one.
Okay, all right, buddy. Whatever you say.
There is.
I've beaten Ishin, mate. Come back and talk to me when you're beating Ishin. All right? Okay.
Is that the last boss?
Clearly, I don't want to spoil it.
Oh, well, I think you just did.
He's considered the hardest boss. People do ranking videos on YouTube. He is considered the hardest boss in the game. I beat it. 556 deaths.
Nice. I'm like 300,
Total.
but the demon's pretty hard.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
found that was like the most like Dark Souls, honestly. The demon, like you
Right.
just run around like a spurg. Like
Yeah.
once you've mastered the art of just running around in circles, then yeah, you'll beat him.
I see. I don't have the upgraded fire shield, so I really have to dodge everything.
Yeah. That thing's sick.
It's really fun. Like the entire game is great. The next question is by Alpha Bear Mode. Does he still plan to beat Uber Elder in solo self and hardcore during League? Or if so, have you given up the idea of melee only until 3.7 melee rework?
Yeah, pretty much want to do... I want to do it again. I'm just waiting for the right time. Like, I don't want to do it when I'm not really feeling it, right? So I'm waiting for like a reason to play the game again. Again, it's like I just want to wait till the new content, new patches in. And then what I'm going to do is solo self-found hardcore private league with like some extra affixes to like spice things up, because the Uber Elder and solo self-found hardcore is easy. Okay, so after my character got insta-gibbed because of some bug, all right, I went in and I plugged a Uber Elder straight away and killed him first try without dying, right? Like with the character that I built entirely on SSFHC. So I could have done it. It's just I was trying to over prepare, and then I got insta-gibbed by some otherworldly mob after I teleported.
Yeah, I saw that.
It was a really, really, really dumb death, honestly. And but yeah, so I'm gonna do it again, except I'm gonna make it more difficult, and we're gonna make it like I don't know, maybe have a prize or something, like some sort of like competition.
Ooh, cool.
But like you're gonna be I don't know if you're allowed to join. All right, Ziz.
Oh,
it's gonna be noobs only.
Oh, okay.
Unless we limit you, maybe we say you can only use like
heavy strike.
Heavy strike's OP, bro. Sweep. You can use sweep. You can do a sweep build.
I'd rather have sweep than heavy strike. All right, cool. So all I'm hearing here is Uber Elder tomorrow. That sounds good. I'm excited.
Soon.
Nice. Flame Mage is saying, I greatly enjoy the solid YouTube videos like the excellent Lost Ark review, the Diablo Immortal Catastrophe one, and of course all the old Diablo 3 guide and mechanic videos. Any plans for some regularity in made YouTube videos like these that aren't just stream clip compilations?
Ooh. I mean, I only just started branching out to the stream clip compilations because one of my boys in chat, Gachi is Manly is his name, just started like compiling clips and making these cool videos and stuff. And I was like, dude, you should, make them for the channel and I'll pay you. So that's not really, that's like, it doesn't impact my, like that has not replaced any of the videos that I would have made otherwise.
Mm-hmm.
And I've never been consistent on YouTube. I mean, the only time I was consistent on YouTube, I guess you could say, was like in Diablo, whenever there was like a new league or a new season, a new patch, but they stopped patching the game. So there's really, and I'm not really playing it anymore. So there's no real reason to make consistent videos. So I basically only make videos when I have something that I really want to make a video about, because I know people are going to ask me that, was Lost Ark good? Was it good? Is Lost Ark good? Is Lost Ark good? If people ask you that question like 1,000, 2,000 times, it starts to get to the point where like, okay, I need to make a video on this. But otherwise, no. YouTube is just like, I mean, you probably know this, right? Like YouTube is one of those things where you either go big dick or you go home kind of thing. Yeah. I mean, you have to commit a lot of time to it if you want to start releasing regular videos, which that's going to impact your streaming times, right? Like, so it's like I could stream less and make YouTube videos, but I don't want to do that.
Yeah, it's definitely hard to find a balance.
How do you do with your YouTube videos?
So
like, what's the deal?
For December, I had put out a lot of YouTube content. I was doing something like, for a while, I was doing like 2 to 4 videos a week. And that was great. And I think that's part of like why I had a lot of numbers in December. Because like obviously there's just so many people watch YouTube. So if you can bring any of that audience over to Twitch, it's great. But it is so much effort. And if you aren't doing at least 3 videos a week, it's probably pointless. So
yeah, 100%. 100%. Unless you can make videos that people are going to... Like, I feel like if I make a Lost Ark video, and I know there's a lot of people who are going to watch that, it's like I know that the people are going to be interested. Then, if you have a subject that's people are going to be interested in, then I can justify doing it. I guess.
Exactly. No, it's hard to find a balance.
Doing it totally.
Ribbit is asking, would you be able to ask him how he feels about most of his Twitch chat rooting against him and mainly supporting him, be it subscription or bits, just to talk shit and get a rise out of him? I'm curious as to how he isn't discouraged by this and how he marketed it. I'd love to hear your thoughts about this subject as well, Sis.
Oof.
It's a deep question.
I mean, well, it depends. There's a lot of people who are just memeing, right? who are sending messages like, I don't know, I fucked your mom 77777777777, or something like that, or hey man, you're doing great, keep up the good work, I'm glad to see you're improving. Oh, and by the way, I fucked your mom 77777. It's like there's all those types of messages, right? Which they're just being sarcastic and they're joking and they're funny. And then occasionally, I think a very, very, very small percentage of them are actual people just being straight up hateful or toxic.
Yeah.
Which is kind of weird to me. Why would you give someone money who you really dislike? Why are you voluntarily sitting there watching me if you actually dislike you hate me as a person or whatever? And those there, I'm not a fan of those, and I just say fuck off to those guys. But honestly, I think if you don't get the joke, then you're gonna think it's toxic. But I guess that's what I tell myself anyway, is that they're joking
Yeah.
and they don't actually hate me, right? Whenever I die and everyone's like, "Lol, you suck," they just it's just male bonding, and we were just fucking around. And then when you kill it, everyone pogs out, and it's all hype. It's hype, and it's just like if you take it everything they're saying seriously, yeah, you're going to be quickly become sad and depressed, and yeah. And sometimes, honestly, like when I was progging on some of these bosses, man, and like when you're dying to the same, like I remember progging on, what's it, Ishin? I think it was Ishin. One of the bosses. Honestly, I was getting really demoralized. I was just like going in and dying, and going in and dying, and everyone's like saying, "You're terrible. You suck. McCary, you fucking bad. Kill yourself." Okay, and then you're like, a lot of them are just joking, right? I don't think they actually want me to kill myself, but I did. It does start wearing down.
Yeah.
And you're like, dudes, just calm down with that shit. And then they will, generally speaking, calm down a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
And then eventually you do kill the boss, obviously, and then everything's good. But yeah, sometimes I just end the stream early if I'm not feeling super good. And I don't know. I think it's one of those things where I could just start banning all those people who are being super negative and stuff. But then I'm also quite negative myself. So when I stream, and like, I don't know, it'd be kind of hypocritical. If I'm like saying this game's fucking dog shit, it's terrible and stuff, and then people aren't gonna say like, no, it's not, you fucking idiot. Like, because they're like, I'm using ad homs to describe this terrible game or whatever.
Yeah.
And I'm saying things about, and so it's like they're gonna retaliate with equal, I don't know, with equal force, if that makes sense. So it's kind of like I'm bringing it upon myself. And when I don't want that to happen, or when I'm in a good mood, then chat's generally in a good mood as well. So it's one of those things where, I don't know. I think most people are joking. There's a small percentage that are toxic, and most of the time I don't give a fuck, and I'm fine. It's only sometimes when it's like it can weigh you down. But I don't know. What about users?
I mean, yeah, there's definitely people who do like hate watch and stuff, and I think quite a lot of those people are generally like waiting for you to fuck up and do something where they're like, "Ha, I've got him" or something. Like, I mean, you see a lot of that on live stream fails. Like, there's a lot of people like literally sitting there waiting with the clip button, like, yes, right. So there is a lot of that as well. But yeah, for the most part, I think it's mostly like banter between friends, and like obviously people love watching people fuck up. That's most people's like favorite thing. Like even watching somebody fall down a staircase, as long as they're not actually hurt, then it's pretty fucking funny. That's why things like Jackass were so popular.
Yeah, I totally agree. Actually, it's funny because it's like I was thinking to myself, like, how can people when I'm having those really bad times, and I was like, getting actually triggered playing Sekiro, for example, and people like talking shit, and I was getting literally tilted. And I think one of the days I actually quit out because I was so tilted. I smashed my controller or something, and I just raged out. Yeah. And then I went on to Ninja's stream, twitch.tv/Ninja. I don't know if you've heard of him. He's kind of a small streamer. Wait, you his brother or something? You got the same hairdo.
Wow.
Wow. Anyway, he was dying to the same boss I was dying to.
Uh-huh.
And then I just started cracking up laughing. And then I was like, oh, I get it. And then when you get it, you get it. It's one of those things. It was hilarious to watch him going, and I knew what he was doing wrong. And it's like, he doesn't know, dude. He's doing the thing.
He
need to do it like he doesn't know. And then when he dies, and he's like, what the? And it just, you start cracking. I mean, that's effectively the content you're providing. Although, yeah, until you start getting good, and then it's like easy game.
Yeah, no, it's very different watching like people are playing from the first time, and then you watch somebody like the Happy Hob or something just running through no hit challenge, and you're like, what the fuck is this shit? Here's actually a question from me, which I think quite a few in the chat will be curious about as well. how much of like how much would you say, or would you say you have a character? Like, are you a character on stream, or are you very much yourself on stream? And is it something like you exaggerate?
I don't think I've got a persona, but I don't talk to my grandma like this.
Mm,
But then I don't talk to my grandma the same way I talk to my mom. You
right.
know, it's one of those things where I feel like it's more. This is how I act when I'm playing with my mates. Whenever I'm like, if you ask like one of my mates, like Naman or like, my cousin Arthur, or whenever we used to land, I would like, I kill him and he'd be like, "You fucking suck!" I start right, I'll get up and I'd start like basically doing this kind of thing, like
Yeah.
right to his face, right? Like right to his face. And that's basically what I do. Is it's like I feel like it's the same. This is this exact same way I act when I'm at a LAN party,
Right.
or I'm playing with I'm just fucking playing some computer games with the boys,
I could
and
see
that's what
that.
I'm doing. I'm just playing computer games with the boys, and but then I don't go and fucking gyrate my penis in front of my mom and say you fucking suck after I beat her in some table tennis or something, right? Like that'd be stupid.
That's
That'd be.
for sure. I mean, I don't know. I'm very similar with my grandmother and my parents than what I am on stream.
But you don't have a British mother that's like, oh, wait, hello there. Would fancy some tea?
That's a
Well,
good
she doesn't
accent.
speak exact. Well, she doesn't talk exactly like that, but yeah, it's like it's a little bit different of a situation.
Yeah, that's fair. Um,
But do you think you have a persona at all? Or
no, I don't think so. And I feel like most people who meet me in person say I'm pretty much the same on stream as off stream. I don't know. I just found that approach easier, just being myself all the time. Like
$100%.
I could never do something like Doctor Disrespect, where you literally have a character and have to like remember to act a certain way. That would be like crazy hard.
I think if you're used to doing it, and I feel like he's almost kind of if you've got a fake character and you're acting as that character, it almost nullifies any sort of criticism or because you could have Doctor Disrespect character or whatever. It's like his character is like a little bit racist to Asian people, whereas I don't think he is, but like he's playing the tryhard like whatever 80s gamer. And he does like he mocks their accent and stuff, and it's kind of funny. But it's like it's not like these people are going to say he's racist. Actually, no. Someone did actually make a video about how he's racist, but it's completely he's exonerated because of the fact that he's playing a character, and you can kind of like have some sort of extreme. I really like Doc. He's my favorite streamer for a while, for a long ass time. He was my favorite streamer. Like I would literally just like in my stream and be like, "Fuck, Doc's on. I gotta go, boys," and go watch his stream for a bit
And then
because
you
it
met
was
me.
like. And then yeah, that's it. Then I met Sis, and I had to ditch the dog. Yep, because my favorite streamers is 100%.
I definitely agree. Like whenever if you're just being yourself on stream and you see like people like flaming you in all the comments and shit, you're like, oh wow, these people really hate me. Fuck.
Yep, that's the thing. 100%.
Dist Q is asking, Quinn talks a lot about how Path of Exile has the best progression system, but lacks in combat, often comparing it to Diablo 3. How much more important are the systems than combat? And how much is shitty combat, like how much shitty combat can Path of Exile survive with long term?
I see what you're saying. So it's like, yeah, I do say that a lot. Basically, the idea is that like a game like, for example, RuneScape, which is like old as fuck. It's like basically no, it's literally a browser source game, right? Where you play in some browser and it runs on Java or I don't know what the hell it is, right? But it's super engaging and entertaining because you're like motivated to do things and want to log in and farm and do stuff, right? It's literally just right click attack, open up your prayer menu, press like a button. It's like trash, the worst gameplay ever. But it's insanely fun and addictive. And I feel like that's kind of like what PoE is, right? They have kind of a very mediocre, I would say below average. I mean, for example, if you played the new Warhammer game, 40K.
No, I haven't tried it yet.
Okay, it's pretty much Diablo tier combat, right? Where I would rate it like in terms of ARPGs, it's like it feels really clean to play and smooth. And it is really smooth. And PoE doesn't have that smooth combat, but I was bored of Warhammer because there was no content. I was bored after like 2 hours. I got to the end and then I could basically just farm an infinite dungeon. And it's like, it's not about at the end of the day, the thing is that keeps people playing is not necessarily the quality of the combat. It's the amount of content and like in-game stuff that engages you and it makes you want to sit there and play the game. And PoE has like an absolute metric fuck ton of that, right? Like I mean, I've sunk thousands of hours into this game already.
Mhm.
And it's just so much easier to play than Diablo, because Diablo was kind of like you would start playing and you would blast your character up to a point. You get the gear, you'd min max the gear. You get, say you need to get a Hellfire amulet, you do that stuff, and then it gets to a point where the only thing you can get is very, very tiny, minor upgrades that will increase your damage output by like 1%, and you have an endless amount of Paragon to farm, and it's like, what's the point? Why would I continue playing? Whereas Path of Exile has found a way of making you feel like you're always having some form of progression,
That's
and then
crazy.
you reach an end point, right, which is 100, which I've never reached before, so. I think that's a good thing. It makes it easier to play, right? Maybe if you're doing like your 7th level 100, it might be a little bit harder.
Yeah, I mean, definitely, not so much in a race. Like, if it's in a race and you're doing it to win a race, then it's still like really exciting. Even like, I think I actually have 7 now, and it's still like really exciting. But outside of races, I wouldn't do it anymore as like a casual thing. Like, whereas my first one, I was only like rank 30 or something, or rank 25 that league. But first one was a big milestone, so that was pretty cool.
I don't want to take my virginity, bro. That's why I like stopped. Like, I guess back then it was like really impressive to get to 100 because not many people have done
Right.
it. But now like every streamer's done it, and I don't want to like lose my level 100 virginity on rank 62, right?
Wait,
I want it to be like rank 7.
I thought it was your life hitting 0 that stopped you.
No, it was my not at all. I can get 100 whenever I want. I just want to get it. I want to get it at rank 7 or something. Okay.
7, nice. What about 77? Would you do that?
Perhaps, maybe 469, maybe no 7 or bust.
Okay, 7 or bust. I like it. Okay, Who Slapped the Pie is asking, when or if this career ends, what real world skills do you have, and what would you do next for work? And you did something before this, didn't you?
I mean, I was in the army. Yeah, I was in the army. Honestly though, the thing I was doing most recently was I got a diploma in commercial skydiving.
All right.
And it's a really chill lifestyle, man. Like, it's like if the weather's good, then you fucking cruise down to the drop zone. You just film some people parachuting, or like eventually I could get my Tan Master license, and it pays pretty good. And there's a lot, tourism's huge in New Zealand, and I feel like streaming's the best job I've ever had, but it's also the most difficult and the most, I don't know, stressful. Is the right word. There's a lot of pressure to like do stuff, and like every second that you're not streaming, you feel like you kind of need to be streaming because you're just, you're wasting time almost. It feels like. I don't know if that relates to you. I don't know if you feel the same sort of pressure.
Definitely.
Yeah. Whereas with skydiving, it was like, okay, I work 5 days a week, and my days off, and once you finish, that's it. You clock out, and then you're done, and you just do whatever you want for the rest of the day. Whereas when I finish streaming, I kind of just do other stream related stuff, or I try and spend time with my girls, right? So it's like, I don't know. I think it'd be very easy for me to go back to skydiving, and it'd be very easy for me to just relax for a few, years or months, just doing something else that's just more chill. So I don't know. I miss that chill life. But saying that, I don't want to stop this because I don't think it'd be as fulfilling as streaming by any means, because this is like what I want to do.
So how many times have you gone skydiving?
How many times?
Yeah.
I mean, you're supposed to log it in your logbook, but I just didn't. I would say somewhere around the like 300, 400 times jumping over a plane.
That sounds terrifying. I really want to do it one time because I'm terrified of heights, but...
Okay. Your first like 10, 15 times. Your first time, actually, most people don't even remember. They go into this thing called sensory overload where you jump out of the plane and they just kind of space out. And it's basically your body. Your body's like, oh my God, I'm falling towards the ground. I've just come out of a plane. I'm dying. And it sends all this adrenaline and all these chemicals in your brain are like, I'm dying, right?
That sounds horrible.
And you just, I come up as, I fly down and I'm videoing this and you see them and they're like looking like this. And you have to like kind of like grab their face a little bit or like, wave your hand and be like, yo. And then they start like waking up and coming to and they're like, oh, or, 1 out of 50 times they just vomit over the tandem, and just like, it just flies up. But when they come to, they're like, freaking out, and then it's more the canopy ride down where people start, actually get to enjoy the experience. But after you've, I don't know, got over that initial like dread of like because I used to get dread, like, going up and like think, fuck, I've jumped out of this airplane again. But that dread was gone after like 10 jumps, 15 jumps. And then the excitement of jumping out was gone after like 20, 30 jumps. And
Wow.
then it was like, it was boring, bro. Like to get my AFF, which is like your thing where you can jump like, fuck, I don't remember how it went. But you basically had to jump solo for the first 50 jumps, right? Which was really boring. And I actually got to the point where I fell asleep and I forgot to turn my, well, not fell asleep. I was turned up on my back looking up in the sky and I closed my eyes and I was just relaxing. Like, and then I forgot to turn on my AED and I didn't have my altimeter on my arm or anything. And fucking, I was like, fuck, it's been about 40 seconds, right? I turned around and I'm like 1,500 feet off the ground and had to pull my reserve chute because I almost fucking killed me. It was
shit.
like I'm like 3 seconds or 2 seconds more, I would have just hit the ground and died. So it's like, and that was like, holy fuck, I need to just focus the fuck up. I need to not do this. That was, yeah.
That's terrifying. So can we go skydiving in New Zealand?
You can. Wait, when's XLCon?
November.
Is that winter or summer?
You live there.
It's winter right now. It's like winter right now, I think. It's like it's going into winter now. I'm pretty sure. I mean, you can skydive in the winter, right? It's totally possible. It's just kind of cold. It's like, negative 10 degrees, like when you're up there and jumping down. But no, I think it's going to be summer or like autumn or some shit. You definitely can. It's huge here. Skydiving, like literally per capita, New Zealand is like, I think, no, Switzerland might be ahead of us. But in terms of raw numbers, we're second in the world to America, right? America has like fucking drop zone planes. Like skydiving is like, you can skydive almost in any town. Although I don't know, I would suggest doing it near a mountain or in Taupo or somewhere cool where you can like really like fucking spurg out over the view. Because otherwise, it's just like you're jumping out and there's just fields and it's boring. You want to like have some big landmass that looks different to everything else, and it like really looks quite impressive. XLCon's in Auckland. You can literally skydive in Auckland if you want. Like
That's
I think
terrifying.
a little bit up.
All right, I have a new sub goal then. Cool.
You could live stream the skydive. I used to take my phone up, right? Because you 20-minute flight to get up to the altitude, and there's really good cell reception, right? Really, it's really good cell reception. So I mean, I don't see why you couldn't, live stream a skydive.
All I'm thinking now is me holding my phone, dropping it, and the entire way down, Twitch chat spamming Monka as he dropped us.
It would just spin around and I wouldn't see anything. It would just be like blue.
I would probably die. Somehow, I would rip.
It's safer than driving to, like, people always think that skydiving is dangerous, okay? Because I've heard of like all these proximity flyers and all these base jumpers that have died, which is very dangerous. Like proximity flying in a wingsuit, it's like 1 in 10 people die, right? It's fucking insane. Like you're basically just playing Russian roulette. Like, oh, am I gonna kill myself? I don't know. Maybe I'm the 1 in the 10, or maybe I'm not. Everyone thinks they're not, and then next minute, like, some mechanical turbulence and
horrible.
Dead. Yeah, I mean, there's this whole Russian base jumping team jumped off a cliff, and then there was a massive dip in air pressure, and they were supposed to like catch some air, but it was just like falling into nothing. And then they just all fell under the cliff, and just the whole team died.
Wow. What the fuck?
You just don't base. If you don't base jump, then you're fine.
Awesome.
You
does hitting the ground really hard? Does that count as reflect?
What the fuck? What the fuck?
I mean, I always died to reflect, so.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I had a mate who tried to do a swoop, which is like a really intense, like they do like a 360 fucking backflips thing as they're coming in to the ground, and he misjudged it by like 2 meters and broke his hips and his like fucking legs. So I mean, he didn't die, but yeah, it's a lot of reflect damage. You wouldn't want to hit the ground too hard.
Too hard. Nice. I'm terrified. I'm thinking about it though. Right.
It's safer than driving to work, bro. Like, it's safer than driving on a freeway. Like, you're more likely to die in a car accident.
I don't like going outside at all. I like sitting here in front of my computer.
Oh. Okay.
There's actually a really good question coming up next by Boonatics. How does Quinn69 care for his family while streaming so much, and how do you find time for his health? I saw he was streaming while feeling sick, so how do you find balancing your work life and all that?
Oh, shit. The way I see it is that because of the schedule that I'm on most of the time, I'm generally I try and do it, so I stream it at night. So for example, I started up. I mean, I've been waking up at like 11:30, 12 and then I'll stream for like until like 8-9 in the morning, which is like coming up 8-9 in the morning now. And then that's when my girlfriend's awake or my daughter's awake. And then when I end the stream, it's like, yeah, I stream for 8-9 hours, whatever I stream for. I then have 4 or 5 hours of literally like just time that I can do whatever the fuck I want with the girls. And
Nice.
that's what I've been trying. That's basically the whole reason behind it. If I stream during the day, then I basically would never see my daughter because you would be streaming like 8-9 hours every day,
Yeah.
and then there's no weekends, so you would just never see her, which would just doesn't seem very good to me. So that's why I optimize the schedule in order to like spend as much time with them as possible. And I think I spend it like because I don't have any time to commute to work. I don't have any I literally just like I go from like chilling out with the girls to fucking walking in here and streaming. It's like there's no downtime. So I actually think I should get to spend more time with my family than your average person, I think.
Nice.
But then I don't know. I don't take enough time off. I definitely have. I need to take holidays. But it's just one of those things where it's
It's so hard as
you
a
know
streamer.
as a streamer, it's like you basically the way I see it is you unless cheat on your wife or something, then stop streaming or fucking some insane shit like you fucking break your like both your legs or I don't know, you do something unless you're like doing some intense shit, like some crazy shit. Most of the time, leaving and not streaming for ages is a bad thing.
Hmm.
You just lose relevance by the second. So it's like one of those things where it's really hard to justify. Like, I could travel over to America, and it's like I lose like a day and a half there and a day and a half back, and then I could do like 2 streams at BlizzCon, say, and then then you're like, oh, but then I spend like $1,500 on the hotel and all this stuff, and then you start to work it out. You're like, well, this isn't worth it. Like, why would I do this? This is stupid. And it's really hard to justify doing that kind of thing. So, but I'm deliberately going out of my way to try and spend more time with family. But I don't know. I don't know. I'm thinking about like maybe in the future trying to take a day off. Maybe.
Nice.
I don't know. Have you taken a day off, Sis?
Like, have I taken a day off ever?
Like, no, like, do you take like a consistent day off?
Oh,
Like, do you
no,
have like,
no.
every second week I take a day off?
No, God, no.
No. Oh, yeah, I know, right? It's fucking cat. How can you justify that
No, you can't.
when you
I
could be
mean,
streaming?
that's the thing. That's what I hate about like the Twitch Reddit subreddit, where people are like, "Oh, don't be afraid to take 1 or 2 days off a week," and I'm like, "What the fuck, dog shit advice is this? Be terrified of taking days off ever, like let alone once a month. Like it's like horrible advice to a streamer."
Dude, the first time I took time off, I went to BlizzCon, right?
Yeah.
Which is like, and every single day I made a vlog and I uploaded a vlog and I spent like literally the whole day I'd be going around videotaping shit, fucking doing stuff, getting home and then editing until like 2 in the morning, waking up at like 7, vlogging, fucking every day doing
Yeah.
Then I would go to the BlizzCon event itself, do interviews, fucking anyway, making content every single day, spending like literally like it was so like I was so cancer, dude. Like I mean, I enjoyed some of the events I went. Like going to Disneyland and stuff was fun. Like it was legit fun. Like while doing it, but it was like it was stressful as fuck.
Yeah.
And it was not. I would not say it was like a pleasure. Like I'd probably would have just rather spent time at home, or whatever. And I was like, okay, because I'm making this content, this is gonna be fun. I'm gonna be back. It's gonna be absolutely fine. I got back and I lost like more than like 70% of my subs. For like a
Wow.
week off. It was just fucking insane. I was like, what the fuck happened?
Yeah. Every event I go to, it's generally 40% of my subs or something. It's crazy.
Yeah. I don't understand like how the fuck that works. But
Yeah.
I mean, it's one of those things where you just gotta accept the fact that that's gonna happen, and you gotta try to take some days off. So I'm gonna start doing that at some point. Like figure out a day or that makes sense.
Yeah. And have you ever taken like more than 3 days off that wasn't related to work, like BlizzCon or TwitchCon or anything like that since you started?
Yeah, when my daughter was born, I took like a week and a half off or something.
Oh,
And to be
nice.
honest, it wasn't actually that bad. It was actually less bad than the BlizzCon thing. The BlizzCon thing was like a week and a half or something though. It wasn't like 3 days. It was like a week and a half of like not streaming. It was like closer to half a month, I think. And then I took like another week and a half off when my daughter was born.
Nice.
So, because I was the first ever kid, and my girlfriend had a C-section.
Yeah.
And it's one of those things where she couldn't really do much at all. So I was like just fucking doing everything. I was
Mhm.
changing nappies and doing now. But now my girlfriend's good to go. She's and she does everything. I don't do shit. I just chill out with the girls and
Nice.
occasionally look after the little girl.
So if you have
But yeah,
another one, you only get 2 days off now, right?
yeah. So another one, basically, providing that it's not like a C-section again. It depends. We don't know because a big head's running the genes. I don't know if you
All
can
right.
tell. Massive fucking head, dude. Massive head. Like my mom had to get a C-section because my head was so big. Abby had to get a C-section because Kara was so big. It's a big brain. You gotta understand when you're 5'8"
yeah.
and you got a big brain, that's what happens. Okay,
Nice.
you're naturally born with a giant brain.
The 5 head.
Yeah. So she's pregnant again, and she's gonna be having girl 6 months from now. And if it's not a C-section, then I'll only be taking a few days off. I still take days off, right? Because you get to spend time with the new kid and everything and help out the girl. But once she's got it under control, it'll be like back to normal faster for sure.
Efficient. Nice. I like it. Well, that's awesome. I'm really
man.
happy for you, dude.
Cheers, man. Are you having any kids soon? Are you planning on having kids anytime soon?
No, I mean, I'm with the girl I'm dating now for, I should know this, like 6 months-ish? Been like officially together like 2 or 3. She's great. She's like so supportive of streaming, which is really hard to find. Like,
100%, yeah.
Very hard to like do any sort of dating when you're in streaming.
I feel like either they get it or they don't. You have to get it. Like, and that's why I think a lot of streamers, dating each other because they understand what the hell's going on.
Yeah.
They because otherwise they think you're a cam boy.
That has happened.
The cam people like you say like I stream on the internet.
Yeah.
Oh, and they're like, oh, you're and they automatically assume that you like get your dick out for money.
Yep.
So that's the first thing that pops in there. I mean, I can only imagine if you're a girl and a streamer, you try and tell someone that you stream on the internet like in front of a webcam. They would just like, I mean, to be honest, before I got into Twitch, I'd probably be like, yeah, so you're a cam girl. Like, it's I can see how it happens and why they think that, but it's just, yeah. I actually go with a broadcaster now. You say you're a broadcaster. Online,
sounds
mainly.
more professional.
Online broadcast. Yeah. The people seem to like that one better. They don't automatically assume you're a cam boy.
They still do. Right. The next question is by the Oncoming Storm 897, and he says, how has living in New Zealand affected your ability to network with other streamers and grow a fan base? Without attending events like PAX or TwitchCon, what else have you found to be successful?
Yeah, no, if you're born in New Zealand, it's pretty much the worst place to be in, I think. I mean, they need to rename Twitch ANZ to just Twitch Australia because that's basically what it is. I haven't seen a single fucking event over here. There's nothing happening over here in New Zealand. There's no real support. I think, to be honest, though, they do occasionally put me on the ANZ homepage, like that's nice. The extra like 20 viewers or something. But it's pretty brutal being a Kiwi content creator. Like, and because you're so far away from any sort of relevant events, and there's no real like support. But you do have this secret weapon, which is that for whatever reason, everyone loves people from New Zealand. Not everyone, but like the majority of people like people. People are biased to liking you. Whereas people like, think they're not automatically going to like all Americans. People who actually hate Americans off the bat, they're like, oh, Americans are arrogant, fucking annoying people. Like, fuck the Americans, or like, there's people who are like, oh, those German guys, they're racist. What? New Zealand, they just think it's the place, Lord of the Rings, dude. It's Lord of the Rings. Everyone there's a hobbit. Everyone's nice as, real nice, just nice dudes. Because people, generally speaking, are, because it's lots and lots of small towns. People, are just nicer here. I mean, compared to what I've seen overseas. But then again, I've only been in big towns overseas, I guess, like big cities. But there is a bias towards people liking Kiwis, and it is kind of a gimmick as well, being like, I'm from New Zealand. But I think overall it's really bad. Like, as I said, Austin, Texas, any day, bro. You can meet up with all the other streamers.
Right.
I mean, providing you're just trying to leech or whatever, but you could like be like, yo, dog, want to go to fucking Wendy's and talk shit or want to do something. You can actually do that. Whereas New Zealand, like, I could go chill out with a sheep in the paddock or something. But and the other two streamers They're both like 5 hours away, and
Oh yeah.
I don't know. We don't really play any of the same games, have any of the same interests, and that's it, right? Like,
Damn.
I
That's
think
tricky.
it's not very good. Whereas I don't know. How do you find an EU? Do you feel like you're being like gimped at all?
A little bit. I mean, I usually go to. I don't think I would go to that many more events anyway, because even going to events, even if it's not that much travel time, it's still time off streaming. So I feel like going to like the two Twitch cons, like TwitchCon NA, TwitchCon US, and then I go to Twitch London, which is like 2 days. I mean, I'm pretty happy with that. I wish there were more
How
streamers that lived in Belfast though. What were you saying?
Belfast? Well, how long does it take you to get to America?
8 hours, 8 to 10.
What? Okay, dude, to go to GamesCon, right? To go to GamesCon, it was like 42 hours of travel
Fuck
time.
that.
42 hours of travel time.
Fuck
Like,
that.
that's straight travel time. And then you arrive and you're just like a piece of shit.
Yeah.
You arrive and you want to die. You want to just kill yourself. It's that bad.
Yeah.
And to get to America, it's like 18, 20 hours. I don't know. It depends on the jet stream. I don't know. Sometimes it's faster one way. I don't understand how it works 100%. But it's like you're fucked when you get there, and it's like you have to take like a day off or half a day off.
Yeah.
Unless you can somehow sleep on the plane like a mad lad. But
I
can't
do. I do
don't
sleep.
know.
It's great.
You sleep on the plane?
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
sleep on the plane. I just can't do it.
I slept the
I'll be
entire
honest.
way to China. 12 hours. It's great. Went to bed, woke up, we were there. I was
You
like,
need to
sweet.
go on a 40-hour flight and see if you can
Oh,
sleep,
fuck
dude.
that.
I don't
Well,
know.
I mean, I'm doing that for ExileCon, so that'll be fun.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, you get to come to ExileCon. You get to experience it. Oh, this is gonna be amazing. I can't wait to like talk shit to all the streamers.
Yeah, no,
Like,
it's gonna be really
enjoy
good,
it.
and that's what I'm really excited about because both Noogie and Steel, like Steel's moving here from Australia, and Noogie's moving here from Denmark, and Llama is thinking about moving here from America. So
What,
there's
like permanently?
yeah. Well,
Permanently
it's like,
moving?
well, I mean, it's actually a really good spot to live. So you're like, it's like a 50, 60-minute flight from London, right? And there's like events there, and then you
Wait, so
have.
where are you? I'm confused where you're at right now because you said you were living in Norway, then you said you're living in
No, I'm
Denmark.
from Norway.
You're from Norway,
And I live in
okay.
Belfast, Northern Ireland. It's in the UK.
Belfast?
It's great.
You live in Ireland?
Well, Northern Ireland. It's still part of the UK.
Is that why your accent's like kind of weird? Like not in an offensive way.
Yeah, probably.
But it's kind of like you got a funk. You know,
I may
'cause
live in
don't
Northern
even-
Ireland.
I don't know anyone that sounds like you.
No,
you know?
that's true. I mean, there's loads of
gotta-
reasons for that.
Why does your accent like?
I mean, I used to play EVE Online with. Okay, first I played World of Warcraft with a bunch of British people. Then I played EVE Online with a
Okay.
bunch of American and Australian people.
Oh shit.
And then I lived here for 12, 13 years.
Oh shit! Wait, 12 years you've been living in Ireland?
Hi. It's great.
Oh,
It's
damn.
seriously so OP here. I can order food from 11 in the morning till 5 a.m. at night. It's really cheap to live here. Like I live next to City Hall in a really big, nice apartment. And that's like $1,000 a month. And like normally it's a lot cheaper than that, but this is a 2-man person apartment. And I don't know, everything's cheap here. There's like very little PvP. There's actually been some recently, but generally very little PvP.
You realize you moved out of the rank 1 country in the world to live in, right? To like
yeah,
the
but
rank,
it's not
like,
rank 1 for streamers.
UK is like it's like 10 or 11 or something. It's awful place.
No,
it's
it's
no,
actually really nice.
it does sound amazing. I know Ireland is like, isn't that where they have like, isn't that where Amazon's technically based and all this shit because like the tax is so good there, they can like avoid it or something.
Probably. I mean, like UK company tax is really good. It's so good that they're probably gonna relook at it because, like, yeah, you can make a company if you're self-employed and you're paying 17% tax as long as you don't take out more than 50 or 55,000 pound a year, and the rest would be sitting in your company.
Okay, yeah, I've no. You're 200 IQ. It says I have no idea how the hell you do things.
It's OP. It's nice.
Companies, businesses. Yeah, I don't know. You sound like you've got things figured out. I just get fucked in the ass here. 33%, mate.
I mean, that's still not that bad. I mean, I was talking to a Swedish streamer at TwitchCon, and she's paying 60% tax, and I'm like, oh, that's some fucked shit right there. 60% sounds fucked. She's like getting like, just like, oh, fuck that. Yeah, that was my reaction.
And you just get like $40 or something.
Yeah.
Oh, thanks for the $40 donation, bro. Oh, wait. What do you mean? I donated 100. Yeah, I get the rest to the government. The majority of it goes to the government. All right?
Yeah, it's so fucked. And and that's the other thing as well. Like, I don't think you have to pay tax on donations in Norway, but here in the UK, currently I do. But like the tax government, they're actually they've agreed to hear my accountants out on why I shouldn't pay tax on donations. Because if somebody on the street gives you $20, you don't pay tax on that, right? So
I mean, I see, but I mean, it's technically like they're paying for service to a certain
they're not
extent,
though.
right?
They're not.
You're providing content, and they're
Mm,
like supporting the content because they like it. It's kind of like,
mm,
I don't know, not paying taxes on Patreon or some shit,
uh, no, but Patreon's for something.
But they can just have it like say, yeah, for making YouTube videos every now and then. I
Mm.
mean, yeah, I don't know. I
I
don't
mean,
know.
there are countries that don't. There are countries where you specifically
If you
don't have
figure
to.
it out, you need to let me know. All right, you
Yeah,
figure that out. Let me know this. Like, I
yeah.
don't even go outside. I don't use the roads. I don't use any health. And I suppose I'm probably gonna get cancer or something from just sitting in front of the computer all day.
Mm. See, and Stick and Shah had a really good point as well. So this doesn't make any content, so that's why.
Oh, oh, damn.
Yeah, but it's honestly really great here. It'll be exciting with other people moving here because I think like that's something I really enjoy with the conventions, like talking to other streamers in person. Because like it's great, and I do talk to a lot of streamers online and stuff, and we've had a few chats as well on stream, and that's great. But it's like it's kind of nice to talk to someone and hang out and chill with someone that can really relate to what you're saying and what you're doing, because early on in streaming, like a year in, I used to hang out with someone, and every time I would complain about streaming, they'd be like, "Shut the fuck up! You play video games for a living." And I was like, "Great, don't want to talk about streaming to you anymore."
Yep. No, I've never had the experience, to be honest, so I wouldn't know what it's like.
Thanks, Alcon. It's gonna be great, dude.
Yeah, we can all complain about how hard it is to play video games. I'm excited.
It is a pretty great job. Right. The next question is by Sakis Rakis, and he's asking, "How do you think the dynamic of constant content updates impacts the way players engage with the game? Does the content need to be immediately accessible when developers deploy content? It seems like the cadence of game updates prevents all but the most hardcore players from having the time to truly engage with and discovering more complicated systems, leaving more casual players phantomiming the more hardcore players." It's a long question.
What the hell? So he's saying you're getting too much content?
That is what he's
That's what
saying.
he's saying?
Yes.
He's saying you're getting too much content? What are you? I mean, okay. I think it's impossible to have too much content.
I agree.
I mean, not impossible. Like I guess you can have so much shit that like you don't even know what to do, and you're like almost stunned because you're like, do I go this way, that way? Do I do this? But I think it's like you should be happy that you're even posing that question.
Yeah.
Like being a Diablo player, I remember being a Diablo player and like getting one patch like every 5 months or something.
Treasure
It was like,
goblins.
oh, we buffed the set. Yeah, we buffed the set by 10,000% or something, and it's like it's completely unaffected. Just means you can go like 5 GR levels higher or something, right? It's pathetic. And I went from Diablo to WoW, and it was like, whoa, there's a patch, dude. There was just a patch the other day, and there was a patch a week after that, and there was a patch like I was just like, this is insane. This is this is insanity. How this is like the best thing ever. I mean, I don't know. I'm of the opinion that providing they can do it and release high quality content, like give us as much as you possibly can.
Yeah.
But I mean, if you're specifically talking about Path of Exile, I feel like the Synthesis League. I don't know that they maybe need to try pull back, like bite off a little bit less, but then polish it a little bit more, so that way you don't have all these stupid bugs and issues, which then really taint your experience and your first impressions. Because like I don't know, the league was kind of like over for me like a few weeks in, or like a weekend or something. After like it was just like not fun. It was unrewarding and just it didn't seem that fun. And I'm sure the league mechanic's great now. I'm sure they fix it all, but it's kind of like that's kind of. It doesn't matter now, right?
Yeah.
The leagues. I've lost all interest in the league.
Yeah. I think that's the problem. Like they've actually like done it. I really like it now, and I think they did a really good way of changing it. But a lot of people don't want to give it another try.
Yeah, I mean, I'll try it as when they put it as a side league mechanic the next league. Maybe that's what I'm doing wrong. Maybe I should just automatically assume that the new league mechanic they're going to release is going to be trash and buggy on release, and just skip it entirely, and then play it like after like a month after they've patched everything.
I mean, hopefully, I'm excited for the next league because Chris was saying on a talk that it's already been like finished, sort of. Like it's already like fully thought out. So that's really cool. I'm excited for that. Jonas is asking, for Quinn, are there any things that Path of Exile could learn from Diablo regarding late game systems?
I mean, I think it'll be cool if they did a league where they actually had timed grade rifts, right, with leaderboards in game. I think it'd be a really, really fun mechanic, and it'd change things from being like speed farming, experience to like slower, more deliberate, gameplay that's like timed and which pushes characters to the absolute limits. So you got to min max completely around damage and survivability, and you've got to try, get as far as you possibly can with your character. And it would be like leaderboards segregated into different specializations. And I think they could do Gretorus. Basically just Gretorus, yeah. So they could get Gretorus from Diablo 3, implement that as a league mechanic into Path of Exile, and it would be totally optional, right? Like, they could give rewards from it, obviously, from doing it. But it wouldn't need to be the in-game, it wouldn't be like the best way of farming experience or anything. It wouldn't be like you wouldn't be forced to do it. Maybe they could do some sort of like, some sort of way to like incentivize you to do it like once every now and then, like where you've built up a certain amount of shit and then you can like kind of like delving or something. Maybe they can incentivize it like that. But I think it could be a really, really fun way to play PoE, like making builds less so about speed and
Right.
more so around like going big dick, and then also having like leaderboards to compare,
And Greater
sizes.
Rift is sort of like mapping and delve, right? Combined.
Yeah, except there's a timer. Like, there's no timer on delve. You can like
Right.
spend, you've got the cart that goes along, or whatever. But I mean, it's high level delving, but it's basically like they just avoid all the dangerous areas.
So it's like mapping,
And
delving, and breach domains then.
yes, and then there's a leaderboard in game that you could access, and it would be segregated by, if you're like a Slayer main.
Right. Cool. Yeah, no, I wish there was more stuff like that, to be fair. The next
That's what.
one. Oh, sorry. Go on.
That's what they should take out of Diablo 3 is what I was saying. That's pretty much the only thing. Everything else, maybe the gameplay as well. Yeah, take the gameplay.
It'll be cool. I hope more stuff like that was coming. Like more alternative endgames is always good. SMC6 is asking question for Quinn. How many controllers did you break on Sekiro?
One.
Did it fully break?
It's pretty trash. Yeah, yeah. It's fucking. Well, I mean, did it fully break? No, I literally turned it around. So I got a controller right here. This is the one I'm playing with right now. It's my girlfriend's controller. I turned it around like this, and then imagine the camera's on the floor. I just slammed the thumbsticks into the table, and it completely pushed the thumbsticks through the mechanism and like just ripped everything out. So no, it completely got destroyed. It was completely destroyed. Yeah. That was just, it was quite satisfying actually, because the controller was gimping me. Like, it was like I'm the person who plays on keyboard and mouse. The last time I played on a controller was Halo 2, and then I played on Destiny and I absolutely hated it because it was like on a controller. And it was just satisfying and cathartic to just smash the controller into pieces.
Nice.
But yeah, now I'm starting to learn it, and I'm starting to get like why there's advantages. I don't know if you know, Zizaran, but there's advantages to controllers when you're playing these games because it's acceleration based. You can obviously walk slowly by doing this, whereas a keyboard is either 100% on or 0, or you can press Alt to run at like 20% speed.
I
But
know,
this you
but
can
I
like run at
can't
different.
stand controllers, dude. I hate it.
Oh, 100%. I wish they would design games. Like, I wish Sekiro would be designed for a PC and have like PC controls with PC inventory and all that shit. But, at the end of the day, the audience plays on consoles because they're casuals. So, it's designed with that in mind. So it definitely is like a little bit more ergonomic. And perhaps there's certain advantages with a controller. But then again, there's advantages on keyboard as well. There's an argument that you can use your scroll wheel and stuff to change weapons while running. Whereas you can't, try and run forward and move your camera and change weapon at the same time.
Oh, yeah.
And then also attack. Yeah, you can't do it. It's like you have to like do the claw grip. Like, this is what they say. Just do the claw grip forehead. That's what they say. You can't do it.
Yeah. Oh, that sounds hard. Fuck that. I hate control. I can't use it at all. We have a spicy hot question. This is from Leroy Robinson, a developer for Last Epoch. Question for Quinn. What's something that's missing from current ARPGs? Mechanics? Classes? What?
Shit. What's missing? Ooh. I mean, some sort of magic source that makes the game amazing. I don't know how to. It's really hard. It's really hard to say what exactly is missing. I mean, if you knew that, right, you just make the best ARPG that anyone's ever made. I feel like there's like a balance almost. I feel like there's a balance for an ARPG that would be, because Path of Exile is like targets a niche of like hardcore players, right? And whereas Diablo 3 is on the other end of like extreme casual. And I feel like if you could somehow be somewhere in between where it's not casual as fuck, it's not like ridiculously complicated or overly complex, somehow be in that zone and then have all the best parts of all the RPGs. Have the best gameplay with the best graphics, with the best in-game systems. And I feel like in-game systems are the thing that like completely carries here, right? But it's like, I don't know what in-game systems are the best. It's hard because it's things that keep you engaged and wanting you to play, right? I don't know. You got to think back to the days of like when I was like addicted to WoW and like just all I wanted to do was play WoW and all I thought about was WoW and like basically whatever they were doing in that game,
right,
to make it like crack. But yeah, I don't know. It's a combination of a lot of things.
Yeah, no, I mean, for me, I think it's like layered RNG. That's why I hated Harbinger, because Harbinger is it was just boring. And then something like Breach which was really popular, was just multi-layered RNG. Like there was different things to be excited about.
Like, what do you mean? Like you could get like a breach and like a
Well,
really
yeah,
big map.
you open the Breach, and then, well, first of all, it's not in a corner. That's already great. And then
Yeah.
like you have like the excitement for like the different type of breaches. Like, oh, it's a Chayula. You know, you're already excited, right? Unless you get one splinter. And then a breach sword can spawn. A unique item can drop. So like, there's so many different layers of RNG in every single breach.
Yeah, I can feel that. Definitely. I mean, yeah, 100%.
Whereas the Harbinger was just garbage the entire league. I hated it. It's the
I
like least I played of a league. I think I played 700 or 800 hours of Harbinger.
God damn. Wait, that's at least 700 or 800.
Yeah, but I have issues.
God damn. God damn, boy.
Shit. So, speaking of no lifing, this is a question by Jamsa. Quinn, how do you look back on your neat life days where you didn't spend any time outside for a year while playing Diablo?
I honestly, so I did a thing where like I got partnered on Twitch or whatever, and I had money saved up from skydiving the army and stuff, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna go ham. I'm just gonna unleash and play. I'm gonna stream every single day for an entire year. And that's all I'm gonna do is just like go big dick, right? That's what I literally said, and then I did it. And about 3/4 of the way through, I was starting to become depressed and sad and like just empty inside. That was it wasn't a good feeling.
Yeah.
Because all I did was literally just like, wake up, stream, play computer games till I was like tired. Eat cereal, go to bed, wake up, eat cereal, turn on like have a shower, turn on the stream, and just do it, repeat it everything like just constantly. And then it got to the point where I just was like, I don't know, I don't know, a little bit sad, just sad and. It's like, fuck, this is dumb, dude. I don't want to do this, all the time with nothing in between and just play like what. Anyway, that's when I was like, you know what, boys, I'm gonna start getting fit. I'm gonna find a girlfriend. I'm gonna get me a girlfriend, and I made it like a challenge during the thing. It was a transformative experience.
Nice.
And it ended up meeting my girlfriend.
Yeah. How did you meet? I want to hear the story.
Yeah, we want to hear the story. Oh, mate. So. Well, so I was looking for, a girlfriend, right? So I had this thing called the confirmed grills list.
Oh.
So what that was basically a list of all the females in chat. I just added to the confirmed girls list. Added to the list, added to the list, added to the list. Talking to various girls. And then, I talked to a lot of girls. And then anyway, after I cultivated this list, and kind of selected basically Abby was the most dominant girl, and I was like, "Fuck, she's cool." She streams on Twitch. I watched her stream. She was cool. I was like, I played some games with her. She was real cool. And then I was like, "Yo, do you want to come round? Do you want to come to New Zealand? I'll fucking pay for you to come to New Zealand." Oh,
nice.
We can go and do some shit. She's living in literally living in Scotland, right? Yeah. And then she was like, "Yeah, I got some holidays coming up on uni. We could do something." And I just paid for her tickets. And I got jacked. Obviously, I went outside every day. And I was like, "Fuck, girls coming around, like gotta get." I would like fucking run up and down the stairs and shit and getting, I basically was still a little bit fat, but like not as fat as usual. And yeah, we met up. And things just went from there.
Wow.
Just
pay to win IRL. I like it.
Pay to win IRL. Well, it wasn't like that. We played like some games together and stuff. Like I played some games with her. Played like what's that game called? It was a real dog shit game. She liked it though. What's that really bad Blizzard game where you play? It's like Dota, but like
Diablo. Oh, Heroes of the Storm.
Yeah, Heroes of the Storm. Yeah, we played Heroes of the Storm together. That's toxic, bro. Diablo was a good game for a while, okay, mate? It was a. We played HOTS together and stuff. Okay, we have fun.
Do you know my most liked tweet of all time is just when the Diablo Immortal thing got announced? I just did @Blizzard and spammed LOL. That's my most liked tweet of all time.
What the fuck? Toxic PoE community. That's what it is. A community of haters. Nah, but I don't. You know, I get it. Like, yeah.
Actually, I'm a big Blizzard fan too. But
yeah, well, I used to be like I would eat anything Blizzard shit out. All right, I used to be like fanboy, dude. Like unwavering, fanatical like Blizzard lover. You know, like I from the days of the Frozen Throne and World of Warcraft, and you know, and it got to the point where I was like, dude, you know, I played Diablo 2, and you know, I was so excited when Diablo 3 came out, and then you know, it's one of those things, and they just slowly but surely just destroyed my trust.
Yeah,
and to the point where it's like, no, I'm no longer a Blizzard fanboy, and I fucking think I like expect whatever they were to release, right, to be bad. Which is bad. I mean, it's gone complete 180.
Yep. That's sort of the same boat for me. Like I started with Warcraft 1 and it was just beautiful. It was so great.
How fucking old are you, bro? What, Warcraft 1?
I'm turning 31 this year.
Warcraft 1?
It was great.
Isn't that like 1980s or something?
Yeah.
Wait, you were born in 1980?
88.
Okay. All right. And you were, so when you were 2, you were playing computer games.
I mean, I don't have to play it the moment it's released. I played it when I was like 7 or something.
Okay. Okay. All right.
Or 8, I don't know. Yeah, somebody's saying it released in 1994, so I was 6 when it released. I played it when I was like 7 or 8. And it was so ancient. Like you had to literally click one unit, then click M to move it, and then choose. Like you couldn't select multiple units. But yeah, it was great. And I've been like a big like Diablo 1, Diablo 2, and I actually really like Diablo 3 as well. I have like somewhere between 1,000 and 2,000 hours in it. But then they removed the real money auction house. I guess I didn't play that much. I just sat there like buying like string of Eris and scoring all day and selling them. I remember I bought one string of Eris or whatever for $10 and I sold it for $250 and I was so happy. It was great. It was a great flip.
Wait, $250 USD?
Yeah, it was great. Actually, it was euros.
Shit.
Yeah, it was great.
Holy shit.
It was a great flip.
Insane. To be honest, you're probably more into Blizzard games than I was. I didn't play Warcraft 1. I didn't play Warcraft 2. I played Warcraft 3. And I pirated it as well. I didn't even buy it.
Wow.
And then I had to buy it afterwards because I wanted to play online to get on Battle.net, okay? Yeah. And then I bought the game when it came. And then my mate stole my CD key.
Blizzard, we've got him.
Literally checked. Yeah, he stole my CD key and I had to buy it again. So I actually bought Warcraft twice.
Damn.
Yeah, okay? So I'm like double as good as what most people are when it comes to buying games. I'm not I was poor.
Yeah. I think Notch, the guy who created Minecraft, even said something like he would rather somebody pirate the game than buy it off what's that shitty site? I can't remember, T2A or something. He would rather people pirate than buy from that.
G2A.
Yeah.
Yo, scene.
Right, here's another good question by a Hunter Key. Both Ziz and Quinn are streaming for a long time. For Quinn, you change your sleep schedule to fit your main audience. For Ziz, you're always streaming for a very long time. What is the way you guys use to help yourself and avoid health problems, like take breaks or tons of coffee? For me, I get headaches and my eyes start to hurt. How would you do this consistently for so many years?
Shit, it's consistently. I mean, you just don't get a headache, you know. You just don't get a headache, and you know, the eye thing. Like I mean, I get the eye thing. I call it rat eye, where you've been playing computer games for like, 15, 20 hours, and your eyes just start like hurting, and then after like 25 hours, the blood vessels in my eyes they just start bursting or some shit.
Yeah.
Like, I go to the mirror and it's just fucking red, dude. And you're like, it looks like I've been doing crack or something. And you just tank it, bro. You just tank it. If the new games come out, you just gotta ignore the pain and keep playing, because you want to play the game more than you care about the pain.
Yeah.
Right. That's the idea behind it. I don't know. What do you think, Jiz?
Well, I was about to ask, what's the longest stream you've done? Because you do stream a shit ton of hours as well.
32 hours or 31 hours, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, longest I've done
30,
is 34, I think.
34. Wait, why thought you were on 40 hours or something?
Oh, 39. I did 39. That was it. I
Yeah, you did
tried to do
39
40.
hours.
I couldn't do 40. It was 30 minutes away as well. And I was like, I can't. I'm done.
Yeah, if you're dying, bro, like you don't want to die on stream as well because that's
Yeah,
bad
yeah.
content. Like you
But
get
you
banned
get
off
banned. You
Twitch.
get banned if you die. So I don't want to die on stream.
Yeah, you don't want to die on stream.
Yeah,
I
I'll
totally
jump
agree.
off stream
Like,
and then die there.
exactly.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's clearly not good to do that. It's not healthy to like just ignore pain, because pain is like your body telling you like, yo, that your shit's fucked. You need to stop doing whatever you're doing.
Yeah.
You know, you just stood on a nail and your foot's hurting, so fix your foot or something. You know, it's just like your pain is a thing that's supposed to tell you to stop. And I mean, if you get headaches and stuff, I would playing computer games for too long, I would suggest maybe getting glasses or something, because maybe it could just be like a side thing. Or and figure out what's causing it and fix it. Because I don't know. I just never got headaches.
Yeah, I've never really had headaches from streaming as well. And do you have a standing desk?
Yeah, I got a standing desk, but I really use it now. Like
I use it a lot when I'm doing like longer streams, like 20 hours and stuff. So good.
Yeah. I get to the point where my knees start aching and I'm like, oh fuck, I got a standing desk, and I stand up for a bit and it feels good.
Right. Yeah.
I would totally suggest anyone, right? Like I don't know if you say this, but I say anyone who's like playing games for like more than, I don't know, 15 hours in a single period should get a standing desk.
Yeah.
Probably even less than that even. I don't know, but like...
Yeah, but they're pretty expensive.
Oh yeah, true. Yeah, you're right. I mean, for sure.
Yeah. I mean, mine was like 1,000. So it's, I don't know.
$1,000. I mean, when you got the Twitch chat money, mate, it's
Twitch
$1,000
Prime, dude.
Yeah, when you're Twitch Prime, exactly. You know, at the end of the day, $1,000, bro, to enhance your gaming experience.
No, that's still a lot of money. That's still a lot of money.
It's worth it though. If you're playing 15 hours, okay, or 20 hours straight, like it's not even. I don't even think about that kind of shit. Like it's like getting a new graphics card. Like if you're not getting over 60 FPS, and you're playing games all the time, like just buy a new graphics card, buy a new computer.
Yeah, but that's like I mean, I'd say even for me, $1,000 is a lot of money, but especially for like before streaming, there's no way I would have shelled out 1,000 on a desk, even if I was gaming that much. It's a crazy amount of money.
No, I guess I was just stupid. No, I was stupid. I've always spent like $8,000 on my computer, and I've always like not gone into debt, but I don't buy anything else, I guess.
Yeah.
Like in real life, I mean, like 90% of the things inside the house, my girlfriend's. It's like I don't buy anything that isn't, if it's not something stream related, like, or computer related, I just don't buy it. I don't see what the fucking point is, right? Like, you just gonna play with? Like, what are you buying all that shit for?
Yeah.
Just get a good computer or something.
Yep. Same. I like very rarely use money on anything not stream related. It's crazy. Okay. Ooh, these are deep questions by up. I don't know how to pronounce this. Up the Economist. 1, what is something you believe you're good at? 2, what is something outside of video games that you fail at? And 3, will you have more children? If so, why?
Wait, can you do one at a time? So wait, what's the first question?
First one is 1, what is something you believe you're good at?
Oh shit.
Can be anything. Doesn't have to be gaming.
Doesn't have to be gaming. Oh shit.
We're going deep.
Deep. Okay, good at. Like, unironically good at. I mean, I don't know. I'm pretty fucking dog shit at everything. Like, everything I'm good at, there's someone who's better than I am at it, right? Like, I'm not that, I don't think I'm the supreme at anything. But maybe good at problem solving. Yeah, let's go with that. Problem solving. Basically, like, I don't know, when it comes to a computer game or anything, like when it comes to like an issue with my computer, something's not working, I can Google it and figure out what the fuck's wrong pretty fast and then fix it myself. Or like in a computer game, see, unless I'm playing like Dark Souls and I specifically say to myself, no, I'm not going to get any help from Google or anything like that. I generally can figure out what the fuck to do almost straight away. Or in like straight up problem solving scenarios, like when I was in the army, they'd have these like things. I don't know what it was. It was just like problem solving. And they'd have these random puzzles and shit. And like everyone in my section would just not know what the fuck they're doing. And they were all trying to do the same retarded thing, which is like the red herring, right? And, because I'm 5-head, dude, could figure it out pretty fast. Like the obvious distraction and like the actual solution. I don't know. But I put that down to me being fully fucking blown dyslexic. I think it helps with problem solving. I can't
love
even.
chat's reaction to your answer. That was beautiful.
Yeah. I think they know what's going on.
They definitely
They're
do.
5 hits. They're spamming 5 hits because I know how fucking 5 out I am. That makes sense.
Nice. The second one is, what is something outside of video games that you fail at?
Outside of video games, well, I mean, just like I said, spelling. Spelling. I cannot spell the word the. Sometimes I cannot spell it.
What?
I spell it T. Sometimes I spell the like TEH, and I think, what's wrong with it? And then I'm like, wait, do I spell the wrong? Or like real retarded shit like that. Like the most. I'm not even kidding. If I try and do a basic addition, like in my head, I have to check it like 5 times because and then I still get it wrong sometimes. Whereas if I have an Excel spreadsheet, I can figure out, like, I can do a lot. But no, basic, I don't know what you would call just spelling and working with numbers, awful. And then also, fuck, I don't know. Running. Can we check that one in there as well? I just can't run.
Oh, yeah?
Okay, dude. I'm just bad at motivating myself. I get tired, and then I'm like, fuck, dude, I just want to stop. And then all I'm thinking is that I want to stop, and then I just stop, you know? It's just a specific, very specific thing, and I would say I'm bad at is running. I remember when I was in the army, I was like fit as fuck. I could climb up ropes better than anyone else. I could fucking do more sit-ups, do more push-ups. We go for a run, dude. I'm just like, fuck, I'm tired, dude. Everyone else, like these fucking fat cunts. Like literally, I'm running at the back, and I'm just running with all the chicks, right? Like literally, I'm running with the chicks, and they can be like a minute and a half slower than us because they're chicks, right? And then even the obese one, with like the obese ginger one, is like, "Come on, Crawford, you can run faster than this." What are you? And I'm like, just fucking running, and I'm actually just getting outrun by like an obese ginger chick.
Oh my god!
So that's just a very, but I don't like to say that. Okay, but sprinting, dude, I will fucking run you down so fast, and I will fucking kill you. Okay, sprinting, I can sprint really well. Shit on like 100-meter sprints any day.
Dude, my face hurts from smiling. This is great.
Well, I mean, I just wanted to be straight up, dude. These are specific things that I really suck at, and I just wanted to let people know. Well, I don't know. Do you get that? Is this a human thing? Like you're running? See, I think it's 100% in my mind. I'm sure if there was a tiger chasing me or something, I wouldn't stop.
I don't think some so sort of either.
Yeah, like, you know, if it was some just a huge baboon, like just violently trying to like fucking chase. Yeah, I don't think I was, but like it's something to do with running, and then it's meant. I just hit a wall, and I just like fuck, dude, I can't run any faster, and if I try and force it, I just almost shit myself, dude. So yeah, like I'm not even kidding. Like I remember in one of the RFLs, I like fucking sprinted at the end. And I straight up almost shit myself. Like I actually had to like go change my like I semi shit myself because I was running so hard. Like, and what the fuck's up with that, dude?
What the fuck?
I know, dude. I know. And it's like I'm trying my hardest to the point where I'm gonna almost shit myself, but I can't run good. And I don't know if it's just my body or my mind, dude.
Right. Well, after the beautiful second, the third makes more sense. Will you have any more questions? Would you have any more children? If so, why?
Yeah, I gotta have a guy kid, obviously. So yeah, we're gonna have a male kid eventually.
So you're just gonna have kids until you get a dude?
Well, or if there's like a procedure, I think it's like you can get like they can like upgrade your kid. Like you can choose its genetics and things.
Whoa.
You know.
Whoa.
What like in the future here. So say like, okay, say we've had a kid, right? Because we have a kid now, Kira, and then we're gonna have another kid, which is another girl, which we don't know the name of yet because Abby has to choose it because she gets to name the girls. And then say we would have another kid after that, like a few years down the track, and it was another girl. Okay, the fourth kid would be a genetically modified super soldier male. Okay, yeah, that's the fourth kid. Like 5-10 years from now, that's going to be available. I think you can already choose your gender. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Right, so my channel's getting banned, but
No, I'm serious though. The fourth kid will be like, I will literally go to a hospital and get them to like do whatever they have to do. Like,
I'm pretty sure you can.
You can. What do you mean? People who get like you can. I'm pretty sure you can choose a gender. That's a thing now. I'm pretty sure. Like 5 years from now, are you kidding me? You got to You can choose the hair color, whatever.
Yes, you can. Oh, apparently chat's saying you can. Well, chat's never wrong, so apparently you can. Awesome. Can't believe you
Can't believe you didn't know that.
Can't believe you called it upgrade. Oh.
What? No, upgrade is in like, increase the IQ or something. They're like eugenics.
Right. Okay, we're gonna move on. We're gonna move on. Andre is asking, are you planning on returning to World of Warcraft at any point?
New expansion, bro, or classic WoW, whatever comes first. I think classic WoW's about to go into beta.
Yeah, I think
so. I think playing that is like, I want to see like how good it. People always go on about it and talk about it. And it would be cool to test it out and really see if it is good. I'm expecting it to be awful and bad and like totally unbalanced, but maybe like the design philosophies and maybe the shit back then was just so much better. Maybe it's like, how we talked about how like it's all about the in-game content, not about the actual gameplay. Maybe it's going to be super engaging and it's going to be like the best version of WoW I've ever played. I didn't think Dark Souls 1 could be better than Dark Souls 3, but I was wrong. So maybe classic WoW can be better than retail WoW.
Oh,
I guess we're going to find out.
Here's an important question. Horde or Alliance?
Fuck. I mean, probably Alliance. I like Alliance better than Horde.
Me too.
Probably Alliance, but yeah. I mean, I just don't like, why the fuck would you not want to be a human male?
Human female?
Like, why would you... No, why would you want to be a human male? Wait, what? You want to be a female?
Yeah, if I'm going to look at an ass all day, I want it to be, like, nice looking.
I mean, yeah, I have a chick with a slut mog as well, but I mean...
See?
Yeah. I mean, to be honest, I probably have more female human characters than male human characters. That is true.
Yeah, see?
And I use that... Yeah, I agree. But, like, you are right, though. Yeah, ass is good. But the main point being is, why would you not want to play a human? Right? Everything else is like, what are you going to role play? Role play as an orc or some shit?
Yeah, I mean, I'm like... I think I'm in danger of getting kicked from Method every time I say it, but definitely for the Alliance.
They don't care. They would change. Like, I think they were considering... Wait, didn't they change for the latest tier?
I don't know.
I'm pretty sure they actually faction changed. Like, they wouldn't go, fuck. Whichever one is more OP, Method would just reroll to.
Oh, yeah, I know.
Because they're a bunch of tryhards.
Yeah. Killeen22 is asking, you've tried a few different Diablo-styled ARPGs since taking a break from synthesis, such as Wolcen, Grim Dawn, Last Epoch, and Warhammer. What would you rate them out of 10, including PUND3? And did you try Pagan at all, or?
Pagan. I've not fucked with Pagan. They were offering to sponsor me, and then I didn't want to do it because I just like I did the sponsor stream of this other game, which was complete dog shit, and then it felt awful because I couldn't be like, this game's dog shit. Right. And then it put me in a really horrible position where I was like, I wanted to say this is fucking dog shit, but then I couldn't because they're paying me like, $8,000 an hour or some insane shit like that. So it's like,
I got ripped off.
And it scarred me, bro. It scarred me. And now I don't want to play it because then if I play it, everyone's just going to say I'm getting paid to play it, and they're going to say sponsored stream. And even if I liked it, then they'll just say you're paid shill.
But you can make sure that it's in your contract that you can say negative things. Like, for example, with Last Epoch, like, I have a sponsorship with Last Epoch coming up, and the devs were like, you can roast us on stream if you want. And, like, same with the Pagan one.
You're going to have a bias, though. You're going to have a bias. Like, if they're paying you however much, you're going to have a bias. Like,
I mean,
I don't know.
Sure, but if it's shit, you're still...
hashtag ad.
As long as you can still say it's shit.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, yeah, it's hard. But then you're, like, almost, unless you're saying it's shit, push out is going to call you a shill, right? And it's like, you could just be like, fuck him, dude. Which you probably, to be honest, I need to just get to that point where I can just be like, fuck it, dude. Like, but I don't know. I have PTSD from that other game that I did. I don't want to talk about it. Oof. That's right. And I can't do it. I can't do the things.
I generally only do sponsored games that I would play anyway. So mostly RPGs. Or Apex. That was great, actually, because I had like 100 hours in that. And then the bounty board was like, do you want to play Apex? I was like, sure.
What the? You got paid to play Apex?
Yeah, but that was after I had 100 hours in it, so it was extra great.
Holy shit. That's insane.
Yeah.
That's insane. Okay, so wait, rating games out of 10. So wait, Wolcen, 2 out of 10? Well, I mean, currently, as it is.
Yeah.
Right now, there's absolutely no content and there's nothing to do. I mean, graphics, gameplay-wise, all that shit, it's great. It's decent. But like in terms of content, this is nothing. So how can you judge? It's an empty shell of a game. There's no substance to it. It's just fucking it looks good and it plays okay, but like what? There's nothing to do. So it's an empty husk of a game. Last Epoch, that seems a lot more fleshed out, and I like the feel of it. I like this little skill trees of the abilities, and I feel like Last Epoch's hitting somewhere in between. Diablo 3 being casual and PoE being like a little bit too extreme in the complexity. I don't know. It's hard to put a number to it because it really depends on what kind of in-game content it's going to be to keep you playing. I'd say it looks promising. I didn't want to put a number on it. It looks promising, but it could easily be complete dog shit.
You have to put
a
number on it.
Yeah.
Sorry, you have to put.
You had to put a number on it.
Yep.
Well, I mean, right now, I would say it's just mediocre. So like 6 out of 10, 5 out of 10. So, but that's like could easily be 10 out of 10.
Right.
Depending on the in-game content that's available. Right now, I did a playthrough, and I got through all the story campaign, and it was having hella fun. Like I was having like 8 out of 10, 9 out of 10 experience until I got to the end of the content, and then I was like, oh, there's nothing. And then, because to me, that's like the biggest thing when it comes to a game. Because there's nothing, like, what the fuck? What do you... I want to see what they have in store for us in the in-game. And that's going to totally define what my actual rating of the game will be.
Yeah.
So it's like, you can't even really... Just like Wolcian. It's better than Wolcian because they have a lot more content than Wolcian. But they're still missing the big thing, which is the in-game.
I'm pretty sure it's called Wilson or Wilkin. There's no I in there. Or what?
Wolcian, mate. What? It's Wolcian, bro.
It's definitely not that. What about Warhammer?
I think it's gonna be fucking casual shit. I mean, basically, I play through that, and the skill tree it's called the God skills. It's basically like an artifact weapon out of World of Warcraft, where you're just it's like a matter of just checking all the boxes, and you'll just get everything. And then the skill diversity seems real shit. Like you get a character, and I don't know, you just pick some skills, and then you just that's your setup, and that's your character. I don't know. It seems like it's going to be extremely casual. And it's going to be more of a game that you just play through like once, maybe twice.
Yeah.
Just because I can already see like it's not going to have any sort of meaningful character, design. Like it's not like PoE where you actually customize. And I can't expect them to have any sort of meaningful in game. I already think it's going to be a very average game, probably like 4 out of 10, 5 out of 10. Just average game. I'm going to play through it when it comes out though, just because I can.
This is for science. Can you just real quick say the word I wrote in chat in Discord?
Mythic.
Oh.
Mythic.
That's
fine.
Mythic. How else would you say it? I don't know. Chat's weird. Okay, carry on. Sorry. No, everybody kept asking in chat, like, make him say mythic, but that's how everyone would say it.
Mythic? Maybe they think mythic? Maybe I say mythic, more like mythic? I don't know.
Oh, yeah, that sounds mythic. Weird. Yeah, mythic.
Mythic Plus. So I would think when I'm speaking fast, I'll occasionally like abbreviate to Mythic Plus.
Oh. Okay.
But that's like no. It's more like people like criticize the way I say dick.
Dick.
I'm literally just saying dick. Like I'm not intentionally exaggerating how I would say it. We were like, for example, we were talking about dicks. No, seriously, we were talking about dick sizes with this guy down in Springvale because we're buying a bunch of dick furniture, and I was like, why's my girlfriend like fucking smiling? What's going on here? Because we were talking about dick sizes and like we're talking about I've got one of the biggest dicks in New Zealand. Like literally in the whole of the Wanganui Manawatu region, the guy like Steve Hugo's this professional dick builder. We got the biggest dick in the whole region. This we can understand in terms of square footage. It's fucking massive. And then I was like, why is she laughing? And I was like, oh, it's because I'm saying dick a lot, and because he's saying dick. Because he was talking about dicks, because he's like a guy who literally makes dick furniture for a living. Yeah.
Oh, thank you. That was great.
How are you laughing at that? It's like it's
so good.
It's so obvious that I'm saying something. See, as a Kiwi, it's like dick. Like you're talking about dicks, then dick. You can hear the difference, right? Dick.
I'm very easily amused, so that's all I need.
I have a dick. That's okay. That's DICK. Like my girlfriend is on my dick right now with my daughter. Pushing the.
We've got him. We've got him. Church chat.
You can understand the difference, right? You can, yeah.
Right. Actually, speaking of your daughter, the next question is by Juggernauts. How do you tackle being a dad and streaming at the same time, and how do you prioritize? And And to add on to that, do you think that's going to be harder when she grows older?
No, I don't think so. I'm finding it really. What the thing is, when we were like, when we realized my girlfriend was pregnant and everything, I was like, this is crazy. You know, what the fuck? What are we gonna do? And then we discussed it. And we're like, my girlfriend was like, dude, it's gonna be fine. I'm gonna look after everything. Everything's gonna be fine. It's gonna be mint condition. Don't worry about it. And I was like, I suppose, yeah. All right. Then we decided to go ahead with it and like, not get an abortion or whatever the fuck's, that's what we did. We made it. We deliberately decided that, and not because we didn't deliberately get, have a kid. We're like, all right, let's do this. And then, it's basically at the beginning I had to do a lot and I was a lot hands on, but now my girlfriend's recovered and she's recovered
Mm-hmm.
and everything. And she's like, I honestly, she's raising that kid so fucking well. Like when in terms of keeping her alive, keeping her clean, buying like all the cool shit and all like taking her to a Plunkett and doing all the stuff. Like I don't even need to worry about her. Like I spend like 5 hours of time just bonding and just bond with her and just like fucking play with her and like take her on walks and do stuff myself and like
That's
go,
awesome.
Abby and I do stuff and we, every single day I spend time with her, and it's easy as fuck because I don't really, when it comes to childcare, side of things, oh shit her pants, my girlfriend's got it, it's under control because she's a, just a fucking OP mother. She's
Wow.
this big dick. She's a big dick mom who just does, she just does all that shit. It's weird, and she doesn't have a job or anything, right? So, well, her job is to like raise that child, which is huge.
Yeah.
It's fucking, and then she's gonna have 2 kids soon to look after. So, it's like a full time thing. So she just full time like raises the kid, mint condition, and then I just spend my time doing, earning money and stuff. It's very standardized gender roles in this house, I guess you could say.
Nice.
I'm just the dude that goes out and earns
Yeah.
money or whatever, and then she looks after the kids and does all the, keeps the kid alive, and I just bond and just be a dad.
Mm-hmm.
We have noticed something though, is that obviously my streaming room is it's fully soundproofed and everything. It looks really shit in this camera. This camera is like it's because it's on a really bad angle and everything. This is not my streaming camera, obviously.
Yeah.
But it's a cool studio and everything. But it's right in the center of the house. And obviously, when I'm dying in games and I'm fucking getting spoken out, getting triggered, I can scream really loud and I can wake up my girlfriend or I can wake up the kid. And which is not good. And obviously, we have a second one soon. We don't know if this new kid is going to be the same as Kara, because Kara basically sleeps through pretty much anything, unless, because sometimes a jet will fly over, like a full-on jet, like every few days. Like this guy who owns a jet in Wanganui, he just owns this fucking jet, and he just flies it real low, and it goes. That's pretty much the only thing that will wake her up.
Wow.
Otherwise, she's immune to waking up. But what if we get a new kid that she just like wakes up at like the tiniest little fucking thing, which is
Yeah,
a
that'd be
little bit
hard.
scary.
Yeah.
And I also, because I do wake up my girlfriend who does sleep through pretty much anything, so we're thinking about building a studio, in the back, like a proper full-on studio, which will be completely separate from the house, so I can scream as much as I want, and Abby can do whatever the fuck she wants, and then that way it won't wake up the kids or anything like that.
That's a pretty good idea. Yeah.
And that's how we're thinking about handling that situation, because that would be like the only like logistical challenge. But when it comes to like being a dad and all that shit, it's like I don't know, I love it, dude. It's like honestly, it's the best thing. Like it's one of those things where people say after you have a kid, your life will change and your perspective will change and everything. But no, it's 100% true, dude. Like once you have a kid, it's just like your priority then goes from like doing your career and all that shit to like fucking looking after the kid and like spending time with your kid and your girlfriend and doing family shit, and it feels really good. Because before I used to end the stream, chill out with my girlfriend and like fucking watch TV or like do the occasional thing, whatever. But now it's like you go spend like time like raising this little monkey, this little fucking advanced dog.
Awesome. No, that's great. That sounds really good, actually. I'm super happy for you, dude. You sound really happy whenever you talk about your girlfriend. Are you married or just?
We don't want to do it like while she's pregnant.
Yeah.
She wasn't supposed to be pregnant right now. Well, we're gonna do it
Oops.
after Kara's gonna be walking. Yeah, technically we would be getting married like in a castle like sometime around now in Scotland, I believe. But then she got pregnant again, so we're just waiting for that to happen, and then we're waiting for the kid to be able to walk again. The price she doesn't somehow get pregnant again.
Whoops.
We're gonna do like triple measures, like double wrap, like we're gonna do whatever the fuck we need to do to like not get have another kid. So after this kid's out, then we're gonna definitely get married at about probably a year after.
Nice.
Ish. Probably in UK, dude. I don't know if I'm going to be invited, to be honest. I don't know. Probably in the UK. Yeah, because Abby gets to choose the wedding. I said I don't care. Like I wouldn't even have to be honest. I don't care. I would have like a small wedding with just like a few people.
Yeah.
Or I wouldn't even have a wedding like necessarily. Like,
would you stream it?
I so don't give a fuck. But I do give a fuck about my girlfriend, and she wants a wedding, so we're gonna do it. She wants to get married in a castle, and with her family there and stuff. So we're gonna do it in UK. Am I gonna stream it? Unless there's a way of doing it in that's wholesome. I don't think so. Because I don't want to try and monetize, a wedding or something.
Right.
It's supposed to be like a personal thing. I don't know. Unless there's some really good way of doing it, which is like super, which doesn't affect it. I mean, I don't know. I don't think there is a possible way to stream it without like tainting the experience, in my opinion. But maybe, but very, very, it's like pretty much like probably not.
I think I would stream my wedding.
You would stream yours?
Yeah,
that's the thing, though,
Twitch
right?
is like super my life. Like, Twitch is everything to me.
I totally get that as well. I get that as well. It's like you almost want to bring the boys along.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I could definitely see like some of the older folks in the family and stuff. Like, I suppose
they're not invited. Fuck that.
Oh, you're just not inviting those guys?
No, they can come.
So I could see streaming an after party or streaming like I don't know, somehow doing the ceremony with no chance.
Yeah.
Because imagine if you had if you had like text to speech on or something, right?
Oh no, fuck that.
You'd be like, I fucked your mom 7777777. Right?
No,
like,
no.
You may kiss the bride. 7777777.
Fuck
I could just imagine
that would not be any like donations or anything enabled if I was doing it.
Yeah, right. So it'd be like one of those things where you'd have to do it in a way that I feel like there's a way to do it, but it's like I don't know if I can be bothered going to the effort to do it.
Yeah, well, that makes sense.
And I wouldn't want to like offend her parents or anything. You get that idea.
Oh yeah, shit. I didn't think about that part. Lewis Merritt is asking, Quinn, I know you have a girl. Do you have any boys' names in mind? As I have a little boy on his way. So he wants to steal your names, basically.
Shit. I don't know, man. I see. That's the thing. I get the name. I'm naming the boy when we have the boy, right? I'm naming the boy. I don't know. I don't. It's one of those things where it's so hard to pick. It's like picking your character name when you're, creating a new dude in some new game. You're like, it's like really hard. It's really difficult because this is permanent, and they're gonna have it for their entire life. Clinneret, Tyrone. No, I don't know. Maximus.
Kane.
I think is a cool name. Kane.
Deckard. I like
Kane. Meridius Maximus. Like some shit like that, right? Some weird like some old Greek shit or some old whatever the fuck. Some cool like old school name that's like, they never just call him Max. I don't know. It's one of those things where I'd have to think about it, make sure it doesn't rhyme with like pussy head or something, or whatever. Make sure it doesn't rhyme.
I don't think there's many things that do.
Yeah, I mean there's some names, dude. I'll tell you, man. And not one that's like you don't know someone who's just a cunt who has that name. Like see, I would hate a Quentin and there's one guy called Quentin. It's complete C word, dude.
So wait, actually, is that your real life name then?
Yeah, Quentin.
Right. Okay. Yeah, actually,
my real life name is Quentin. It's not Quinn. A lot of people think Quinn, but like people just call me Quinn because it's easier.
Why 69? Is it just is that your thing or?
I tried Quinn, right? That's my thing, and I tried Quentin, and then they were taken, and then I tried Quinn 420, and that was taken, and then I tried Quin69, and it just worked. So I was like, oh sweet,
nice.
Did you understand? I didn't think I was like obviously if I could go back in time and just change the name to like not have a stupid fucking number in it. Like it was just like I just was, I could have put anything in there, right? It was just like I just needed to create an account. I didn't really care. I didn't think anything would come of it, right? When I created my Twitch, I wasn't doing it to like, it was like more like, oh, this is cool. I've kind of always wanted to do it. I'm gonna like give it a test, right? See what it's like,
right?
And then it started happening and everything, and then it got to the point where everyone knew me as Quin69. I maybe could have changed it back at the inception, but I mean, right now I think it's like it's too late. I've committed to the 69.
Nice.
So you got a good name, like Zizaran is like, or
Zizaran.
How do you say your name? Zizaran. So I always get it wrong.
Yeah. Most people
Zizaran
just
is a
call me
good
Ziz.
fucking name though, but because it's easy to spell. I can spell. Okay, wait. It's one of those things where like no one else is called Zizaran.
Yeah.
So when you look up Zizaran, you're gonna get fucking. You're gonna get. You're the only result that's gonna happen when you type in Quinn. Like literally, if you go to my website and type Quin69.com, right? If you put two N's in, which is a common spelling of Quinn, it takes you to a cam girl's website. Literally, I'm not even kidding. It's actually a cam girl website.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, which my website is Quin69.com. Okay. So it's really shit because there's lots of Quins out there and there's lots of people that have 69 after it. You know, it's not as bad as some other people who have names like, you know, which are like super generic. Like people have names like Purple or, you know, whatever.
Yeah.
Some name which is like you literally cannot find them unless you know specifically the URL they're supposed to go to, right? But yeah, no one go to that website, by the way. It's 100%. Like you don't need to check it. 100% is a Camgirl website with like R18, like Twitch TOS stuff on there. Yeah. Quin69.com though with one N is my website. You go there.
Nice. My first name on Twitch was actually PC Child, which is horrible, because
I remember someone called PC Child. Wait, was that you?
Yeah.
PC Child.
Yeah.
Holy guacamole.
And it's so bad because if you're like, because word of mouth is a big thing for streamers. So if you're going like, oh, you should check out Quinn or you should check out Ziz, that's great. Check out my friend PC Child. He has a great stream. It's just horrible.
How long were you PC Child for?
A year.
A year. Holy welcome. I had heard about PC Child. I've never seen your stream. I'd heard about someone PC Child in the ARPG community. But I never. It reminds me of like a Project PT or something. Definitely, it's got a Project PT kind of vibe to it.
Oh.
But no, Zizaran is definitely it's a good name.
Yeah, it's a lot better. I was very happy. I remember like they changed it over, and even if you go to PC Child at Twitch right now, it redirects to Zizaran. Whereas now with the new name changes, like you lose the old one. I think.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so
sure.
That was good. Blizzor is asking, what are Quinn's future aims? Do you have any that you? Yeah, because you sort of brushed on that earlier. It's sort of similar to one we already had.
Future aims? I mean, I don't really plan too far into the future.
Yeah.
But future aims, it really depends. I mean, I just want to like keep doing what I enjoy on Twitch, and you know, keep. It's one of these things where, like, right now, this AMA that I'm doing right now, well, you know, what do we call this thing? Podcast thing we're doing right now?
Yeah.
I hate doing shit like this. Fucking hate it. I hate talking to people. Hate it. But I love you, Ziz. All right. But it's like one of those things where, you know, trying to go out of my comfort zone and do stuff that's you know, trying to force yourself to do stuff you don't necessarily want to do.
Yeah.
But you know, it's like, I don't know. It's because I know it's gonna be fun. I know I'm gonna enjoy it while I'm here. It's great AMA right now, Ziz. Let me tell you that now.
Yeah, this is actually my favorite one so far of all time. So that's great.
Oh damn.
Yeah.
That's brilliant. That's good to hear. Well, yeah, pretty much do stuff that outside of my comfort zone, and like, you know, do other games and just whatever I feel like doing that I think is gonna be fun personally, and like I think Twitch that's also gonna enjoy, like somewhere between, and then just do that, and then try and make it successful. That's what I'm trying, you know.
Nice.
And then obviously, in terms of like real life stuff, like the building the studio in real life, I think would be really quite utilitarian in terms of like having a separate area to like you know work from, which could be really cool.
And you forgot you're doing your Uber tomorrow, right?
Uber tomorrow, yeah, soon.
Nice.
That's the one.
Man with Hat is asking, what are your biggest hopes for Diablo 4?
It's not shit. Like yeah, I don't know. Like that it currently exists and it's being worked on. You know, like if it existed, that'd be nice. And then if it wasn't awful, that would also be good. Like, I mean, my dream, I say, you know, I hope they just steal all the good shit from PoE. Hope they just like steal the good stuff from PoE and be like, get that, give us that. Like maps, yeah, give me that. You know, non-shitty like infinite systems that like don't, you know, not this like Paragon shit. Like ditch that whole idea. You know, have an end to the grind. Consistent, you know, like take these structures and these things that work, are proven to work. Take those, and then also pump a shit ton of money into it. They're fucking Activision Blizzard money, And then also, hopefully they can get someone who's like really innovative, who really comes up with like new shit, right? And have some new thing which no one's ever done before, which
Yeah.
Blizzard used to do, right? Where they would just push the barrier and make the game like the best. Like hopefully that will happen, but I don't think so. I think it's gonna be. I have a bad feeling about Diablo 4. I think it's
I could
probably.
see it being really good at launch, and I think Diablo was as well. I just have a I'm scared that they're gonna abandon it. Like with Diablo, there was just the problem with like if Diablo was putting out content at all, like even like half as much as PoE, like I think it would be way bigger than PoE. Just never any new content.
Yeah,
I
I mean,
think
it was more fundamentally the systems were like flawed though, right? Like
mm,
I don't know, in game wise. I mean, in Reaper of Souls anyway. I mean, then again, if they'd just been doing, I suppose if they'd had like new items and stuff
yeah,
and
just new
adding in
shit.
new leaks, yeah, I could see it for sure.
Because they have such a
I
big
don't know.
player base.
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, if they did D4 and then it had a bunch and it was just like the best graphics, the best gameplay, and they also took all the stuff from PoE, and then they also like pushed the boundaries a little bit and then
Right.
had lots of content coming out. Like I think that'd be the best possible case scenario. Not releasing some trash tier fucking console game that's for
Mobile game.
casuals. That's yeah, like a mobile game. Yeah. Basically, that's what I kind of expect they're gonna do, but then I hope for the best, right?
Yeah. Are you gonna try Diablo Immortal at all?
Diablo, yeah, I'm gonna play it for the memes. I'm gonna play it just like I want to see how Trick and Twitch I get. It could be funny. It'll be funny. I've already got the streaming setup ready to go. I got the
Isn't it super annoying to stream your phone though? How do you even do that?
USB-C to HDMI and then into a Elgato capture card.
Ah,
You're good
right.
to go. Yeah, you stream directly what's on your phone, all the audio and everything.
That sounds
But
annoying.
yeah, or you can use an emulator. There's also a thing called BlueStacks, like yeah, which you can use, but it's like a little bit more cancer intensive controls. So yeah,
Yeah. Ugh. Yeah. I don't like phone games. Not games like that. I like Bloons. Bloons is nice, and like that game where you infect the world, give everyone a plague. I like that shit. That's fun.
yeah. I've seen that.
Not
That
RPGs.
Pokemon Go, bro, best cell phone game there is.
Yeah.
Because it's a game that actually benefits from being on that platform, right? ARPGs on a cell phone. No, it's just a worse
Yeah.
version of
Yeah.
something that could be on PC, right? Like that's at the end of the day.
Yeah. I feel the only like non-memey one I played was the Fallout one, like the Fallout Vault. I think if PoE did something similar to that, that could be fun. If they did like an
I haven't
actual
played it.
ARPG, I would rage.
Full up. So what exactly did they do? They
You
released it
just
alongside the new game, right? So it
well,
wasn't
no,
like,
I
oh,
don't know. No, I this is like an older one. I think the new like Skyrim thing is being released for like both platforms or something. But it was like you have a vault and then you just have to survive. You have to like repair things and bad things happen. You have to build your vault. It was actually pretty cute. Um,
hmm. Yeah, I heard bad news about the new with the
oh
Skyrim
yeah, yeah.
Blades or whatever. People
Oh
are saying
really?
it's like pay to win trash. Yeah,
Yeah,
I've heard not good news about that. Then I haven't played it myself, so yeah. But
yeah. But I
pay
mean,
to win is never a good thing.
that's why I don't like mobile games. They're so incentivized to be pay to win. Even if it's like 10 cents or 20 cents, they just make so much money off it.
Mm.
It's insane. I hate it. The next question is by Amy Catherine. If his girlfriend and mom switched bodies and the only way to get them to switch back was to have sex with either the mom in the girlfriend's body or the girlfriend in the mom's body, which body would you have sex with?
I mean, that's never going to occur in real life, is it? Like, when is that going
I
to ever
don't think
happen?
so. I
Where
don't think that's
that's
possible,
not
Quinn.
like unless like some evil sadistic alien, some
but
psycho psych.
but if it did,
Uh, oh man, it's so weird.
yeah,
Probably just I would probably fuck my mom and my girlfriend's body and just like tell her to look away. Like just like put it back. Yeah, I don't know. I would like I think that's probably what I'd probably that I mean if I had to it was like we're gonna like kill your whole family or something unless you do that I'd probably fuck my mom and my girlfriend's body and just yeah
that was
I don't want to think
probably the
imagine
wrong
like
answer.
wait what
I
wait it's
don't,
not the wrong answer what do you mean
because that would literally be your mom.
yeah but in your girlfriend's body
Yeah.
okay okay so like what are you gonna imagine how scarred you'd be if you like What? I mean, you had to like.
I think the only right answer is refusing to answer. Actually, I think answering
Because
this one
imagine
was
if you,
probably a
what, you want to see your
mistake.
mom naked? Imagine like seeing your mom naked and like, like that. I don't know, but you're okay.
Thank
Yeah,
thank
so
you,
fuck your
Amy,
mom.
for that great question. That's Engineering Eternity's girlfriend. That's beautiful, beautiful question. Um, Bugs Bunny is asking, how many times did you have to use Google to beat Dark Souls 3?
0 times. I did not googled. Not googled.
All right.
Nope, it's a myth. I don't know. People basically every time I like need to use a bathroom or do anything, like I get a coffee, whatever, they say I'm googling this shit. Um, yeah, never googled anything. I mean, I have got Bing on the computer, but you know, like Bing,
Another
it's
similar
superior. It's yeah, okay.
Another similar question. How come, or this is from NCICED, this is it? I don't know. Why does Quinn manage to find so many bugs in every game he plays? I saw you even had a
Yeah,
bug counter while playing Sekiro.
yeah. It's I just because I push the boundaries of the games that I'm playing, and I can see the constructs of like what the developers intend you to do, and then I deliberately try to go outside of that to fuck with it. And I
Nice.
can find bugs like this, dude. Like 2 second bug, bug, bug. Going to fight a boss, bug. He hits me with a weapon. But I blocked, and then it killed me. Like bug. Repeated bugs. I actually did have my first unironic bug in Dark Souls. Actually, I was playing Dark Souls, and I walked inside a corpse of some dead thing.
Hmm.
My character started like glitching out, and then I died 2 seconds later.
Huh.
Like just to nothing. Yeah, just died to environmental damage. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't think I've had any bugs in many other games either. So technically we're already at 2 hours. I don't know. Do you have anything after this, or do you want to continue for a bit? I don't know how you're on time.
I mean, I've ended the stream for the day, so it's whatever, dude. We can
Yeah,
do
because
whatever.
this is a
If there's
great
some more
AMA.
questions.
So I would love continuing. I don't know. Chat, do you guys want us to continue? We actually have like at least another page of questions. There's never seen this many questions before. This is great.
Oh fucking hell. Okay, wait. How about you organize the best questions, and you talk to chat, and then if I
All
get
right.
back and they still want to do some stuff, I'm just gonna quickly use the bathroom, okay? And then we can go all night long, baby. We're back.
All right. Right, mods, please help me. Help me get the best questions. Googling. He's gonna go Google. Yeah, I'm not doing anything. Like this is all my amazing mods. All my amazing mods. I always just add every one of them to a sheet, so I'm actually not sure who's doing the most of the work. Usually it's like Madiki, Man with Hat, never Nilky. But the others. The useful ones. Sharni doesn't do anything useful either. I'm glad hopefully you guys are enjoying it. It's a lot of fun. It's actually my favorite AMA. Really, really good so far. You're backseating your own stream? Yes. Yeah, it's great. It's really good. Better than parents? Well, yeah, but I was really happy with how like the parents one went. But I feel like I don't know. I feel like I'm doing better in like follow-up questions and stuff. So I'm having a lot of fun with this one. It's great. Oh, nice, Minnie. And I'm doing these every 2 weeks now as well. On a schedule. Professional streamer. Oh, that's a good question. Nice. A lot of good ones. Oh, but yeah, it's fun. What's RSS? Already done methyl. We'll probably do methyl again at some point as well. Again. Awesome, thank you.
Okay, I'm back.
All right.
Yeah. What's the go?
There's less questions now. There was 6 more pages. I think there's 3 more pages now.
Okay, that's good. It's filtering
Well,
best questions. Hopefully not more fucking mom questions, like
no. This is actually a really interesting and a great discussion question as well. Mac is asking, Quinn, how many Diablo viewers do you keep when you switch to WoW, and how many PoE viewers do you keep when you switch to Dark Souls?
Ooh. I think it's hard to say. When I went from Diablo to WoW first time in like WoD, I went from like 3,000, 4,000 concurrent viewers, to like 100, 200 viewers. Like sometimes even like I remember having some streams where it was like under 100 viewers for quite some time. It was like literally just like dead streamer as fuck.
Yeah.
Playing these games. But it was like fun as hell anyway. And the reason why there was no one watching is because it was just more entertaining streamers online at the time.
Right.
And people who specialized in World of Warcraft. So it was one of those things where I could see why, and it didn't matter because I wanted to play WoW anyway. I just keep doing it. And then the more I played WoW, the more people started to like be like, "Oh, like this guy's actually the best red paladin I've ever seen in the world," and he's actually a complete beast. And it just kind of grew a little bit, and eventually I was getting like over 1,000 sometimes, and then started doing some other stuff.
Nice.
Went back to Diablo. Every time I came back, it was always like better than before, and it would slowly build up. To the point where I eventually just started playing WoW full time because I wanted to play WoW more than Diablo because Diablo stopped updating the game, and WoW was actually getting consistent updates at that time.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And now it seems like you can switch between pretty much any game you want, right? I mean, I haven't seen you play like something like FPS and stuff, but like your viewer number seems like really high on pretty much anything now.
Yes and no. Like it's like one of those things where people, generally speaking, when it comes to ARPGs, that's the favorite thing they like me to do.
Right.
ARPGs. So, but then any sort of subgenre from that, like RPGs. Well, my favorite types of games are RPGs. So anything with an RPG element, like I enjoy, and if I enjoy the game, then people enjoy watching it. Whereas I couldn't play a game like, some FPS game, and I tried playing Overwatch and I just hated it. And then because I hate it, I think people can tell that, and then it's just not a good time. So it's pretty much, I think any game that I'm enjoying, and then people will generally enjoy. But that it kind of is all different genres of RPGs and stuff. Although I'm gonna play like Cyberpunk and stuff when that comes out.
Oh, cool.
But it's just another RPG, right? Technically speaking, but it's gonna have FPS elements.
Are you gonna play Borderlands?
Borderlands. I did play Borderlands, the original, when it first came out. I did like that quite a lot, but I don't know, man. It's one of those things we're gonna have to see.
Yeah.
But yeah, this whole myth about like, I see streamers always get like, I see a lot of people complaining on Twitter, and I see a lot of people fucking just having a whinge on their stream about every time I try to play some other game, everyone leaves. This is bullshit, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's like, you understand? Lots of people are just there to watch the game. They don't care about the streamer, and that's what people for whatever reason get this idea in their head that like they're totally for them. And like I totally get that there's people who just like to watch PoE content. They're like, oh fuck, Quinn's online playing some PoE. I want to watch some PoE. This guy's a cunt, but I will watch him anyway, right? And you're gonna lose that huge portion of them every time you switch games, and that's always happens. Like when I go play Diablo 3, a lot of the guys I haven't seen in a long time will be there, and they'll be like, "Yo, what's up, man? Long time no see." And then if I play PoE, a lot of the guys that are just the PoE guys, they're there. And it's one of those things you just build up different audiences in different places, and then also you convert people one by one to like the rat army, dude. And then they'll just come, they'll go to the ends of the earth, and I'll play fucking anything, dude, like some weeb anime game, or like remember this one game, Agar.io, bro? Played that?
I love that.
Yeah, Agar.io. Just play that, dude. The rat army will be there. I remember Alcase's butthole, one of the OGs.
Nice.
He'd be there every single time to gank me.
And how did that the rat army, like how did that sort of branding come about?
Because it's just like my archetype, dude. You know how like this is? It's like, I don't know. What would if you have a spirit animal, like would people have like a consensus?
Like a whale.
Like something that dies a lot, like repeatedly,
what
or something,
the fuck?
and like
what? I feel attacked.
I'm just joking. Like a
whoa,
butterfly that has like a 24-hour lifespan or something.
What the fuck? Oh man.
A beautiful butterfly, okay?
I feel
beautiful,
attacked.
Colorful, vibrant butterfly that dies like 24 hours after it's
like
born.
Rainbow colored?
Yeah, rainbow colored, right?
Nice.
Right? No, rat, bro. It's my approach to how I play any game.
Yeah.
It's like I've always done it. Like even when I'm playing with my cousin, I always have these things. I used to call them the rat techniques, bro. Like where I would always figure out a scummy way of fucking someone over, right? And that's like how I do anything when it comes to like gaming. Like if I can kill a mob by abusing some sort of like, or gank someone by abusing engineering items, bullshit OP things, anything that is like any way I can abuse, like resetting combat, deliberately aggroing mobs onto them and then vanishing and then watching them die, sort of thing. Doing any sort of technique where I can clearly have a massive advantage and just shit on someone and then do it consistently. And that's how that's the rat techniques. I'll figure out some shit and then I'll abuse the shit out of it in computer games. That is in a fair way. I don't not going to cheat or whatever, but like it's like you're pushing the boundaries of like, and that's why rat is my spirit animal.
Nice.
Because I got the rat techniques, yeah, and that's how the rat army, and the rat nation. I mean, Tally coined that term, the rat nation.
And
it's a little bit, yeah.
Obviously, we have another PoE streamer, Rice QT, as well, who's also known as a rat. Do you feel like you bonded over that, or does that mean like you're enemies? You want to be the rat?
No, we bonded. Like he has a similar sort of process. Like he'll do, whatever. He'll play fucking Winter Orb, Trickster, whatever the fuck he's got to do to win.
Yeah.
It's like it's one of those things where you've got the rat techniques. People understand, like it's a straight up archetype. Again, Dark Souls, you see it come through a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Like where I'll like instantly see it. Oh, this mob can't come past this point, so I'll lure it back to the point, and then I'll just fucking stab it repeatedly. And then every time it tries to come forward, I'll just step back. Oh, he turns around again. I stab him in the back. Stab him in the back. Just it's one of those things where you just got to use the rat techniques.
Yeah, that makes sense.
In real life, though, I'm a lovely guy, and I'm not going to stab you in the back. Is that right? Like, just like people. Like,
I wasn't worried about that until now. Now I am.
Okay, but in a fight, like, I mean, the only fights that I've ever had have all been. In real life fights, I did the same thing. Like, I remember like there's 3 guys, these fucking kids that were like literally like 2-3 years younger than me. But I was doing automotive, and they knew me. And I was like always fucking cracking jokes in class and just like talking shit. And, these guys had, for whatever reason, had a bone to pick with me. And I was in the trolleys. And they were like pushing me into the corner like they were going to fucking beat me up, dude. In this underground car park where it's like dark and shit, dude. We're doing like 5:30 at night, dude. Pretty spooky stuff.
Yeah.
When he fucking pushed me, dude, I was like, fuck this, dude. This guy's like 6'5". Like he's like 2 years younger. He's like youngest. He's called Axel. This was his name. Anyway.
Damn it, Axel.
I just fucking... You're an Axel?
No, I said, damn it, Axel.
Oh, fucking Axel. This guy's okay. He was a fucking rat, right? He did drugs and stuff. Like this guy was like, I mean, he's clearly, I don't know, dad beat him or something. I don't know what the deal was. Anyway, he went to push me again because they were kind of like, you think you're a funny guy? Eh? Like literal schoolyard bullies. We're talking fucking bullies here. When he went to push me again, I just spurred out, kicked him in the balls as hard as I could. And then got his head when he was like down, and I just kneed him in the face. Ooh. Right? I fucking kneed him in the face, like as hard as I could. And then all of a sudden, his blood was just fucking spewing out of his nose, dude. And I was fucking freaking out. I was like, holy shit. Like, I just fucking ran away, dude. And all his friends were like freaking out, and I didn't see him. He never came into class after that.
And then he woke up.
I think he had to go, yeah. No, I didn't wake up, no. Then the same thing happened. This little ginger kid at my school, like, I'm not even kidding. I almost got expelled from my school. This ginger kid called Perry, at my school was doing the same sort of thing because I was this thing called Slap Ass Friday, where basically you would just slap each other's ass. And I knew that I could really trigger some of these like younger kids, younger because they're all like try hard trying to be cool and shit. And that's like the last year of school, and we're like, we're over that, bro. We were over that. We're over that, dog. Anyway, I fucking slapped on the ass, ran away, and he got fucking real mad. And anyway, like 10, 15 minutes later, comes back with this little group. Fucking surrounding me. We got my little group of like 10 people. They just like fucking back up. They're all surrounded. Like he's like pushing me, dude. Anyway, he goes to fucking push me again. I grab his arm and I did the self-defense class, right?
Right.
Where I grabbed his arm and I fucking twisted around. I'm talking like full twist, my entire body. Maybe I can show it to you. I grabbed his arm. So like this, bro.
Right.
Grabbed it. Fucking around like that. Bang. And I just fractured his arm and he's just crying.
Oh.
He's
Monka ass.
He's fucking crying. I broke his arm, and he's the vice principal's son. And then I got in loads of trouble. But he started crying, and he never fucked with me again.
Do you have a kill counter IRL?
Yeah, I would never fight someone fair, right? Like if someone was trying to fucking, now that I've been in the army, if someone was trying to like fuck me up and like in real life, I would go straight for like an eye gouge, straight for like eye gouge, try and snap their knee, and then like stomp on their head or something, Like I wouldn't fuck around, like rat techniques. Which just like all comes back to how I play computer games.
Monka S. Right, so I'm not getting in a fight with you.
Yeah. But we would never fight. What would be the reason? I would never start a fight with anyone. Because why would I want to do that? I don't want to like injure my brain. Why the fuck would I want to? Why would you know? Who's fucking three-head enough to start a fight in the first place, right?
That's true. Three-head.
This is like if that I haven't like I mean I used to just troll people and I still do, but like that'd be the only situation where it would happen.
Yeah, that's fair. That's great. I love that story. Masuda77 is asking 777. Is streaming full-time stressful while supporting a family compared to most streamers who live alone and just have to worry about themselves?
Well, the thing is, I never. No, not really. No, I mean, we're at a point now where if stream was to like say it was tomorrow, like I don't know, I said like
you got banned.
I got banned for like I don't know, I just said the N word or something, right? Mm-hmm. Get banned of I get banned of Twitch, right? It's one of the things I could just start working as just on the average pay, and I would still be able to support the family, right? And I could get a job in skydiving pretty fucking quick, I'm pretty sure. Or I can just go down to, because New Zealand has this thing called the dole, or like the winch. You just go down, and then you're like, yo, I want a job, and like you can get a job in like 5, 4, 3 days. I mean, I had a job like 2 days after I left the army or something like that. Like I was just like walked down, I was like, I want a job, and then they're like, okay, like here's some jobs, and I was like, yeah, I want to do that one, and then I just started doing it, right? Like it's like, and even at like the shittiest pay, which I believe minimum wage in New Zealand is like $17 or $18 an hour, like it would still be enough to pay the bills, and we wouldn't die or some shit, right? So
That's
I'm not too worried, but then I do feel the stress of like like a kind of like being the provider. Definitely, there's like the necessity to work, I guess.
Yeah, and does that influence like your how you would like accept or decline sponsorships and stuff? Like the pressure of having a family to provide for?
No, I mean I decline like pretty much every sponsorship. Like my the agency that deals with me, they're like almost like, what the fuck are we even if he's not taking anything, like what what are you gonna do?
Yeah.
So I don't know. Still, after that one time, I basically did a sponsored stream for this mobile game, and it was the worst experience of my life. Ever since then, the only other sponsorship I've taken has been Elgato, Discord, and now Master with the headset that I'm wearing right now.
All right. Sponsored, by the way.
666. See that shit?
That is nice.
Sign on. Yeah, check it out, guys. Master !Master in my chat. But no, I mean, it's one of those things where like they're all reputable companies that I've like I know are legit, and it's like, and that's all I'm gonna fuck with from now on. Like, because even though having a family in that, and like having the pressure or whatever to earn money, it's still like mentally, like it fucks you up a lot more trying to like force something that's like clearly not good, because it feels like you're I don't know, lying, because you are lying, right? Like I don't know, when you're not saying something you would otherwise say because of money.
Exactly.
That's when it's fucked, right? Like fuck that.
Yeah, I mean, I decline all the mobile ones. Usually all mobile games are trash. So take ARPG ones, because that's stuff I would play anyway.
Yeah, it's hard. It's difficult. So you're saying you didn't feel any doing your if you did Pagan online?
Yeah, I've done Pagan online, and I've done like 2 other ones, and I've see that with every time I've spoken to a developer or something, I specifically say like, can I shit talk your game? Can I say negative things? And a lot of them have straight up said no. Some of them have stopped talking to me, and I'm like, okay, forehead, never mind then.
Well, but when you're streaming though, do you feel like at all like you would have done the exact same thing if you weren't being paid? I guess that's like, well, that's the thing.
I don't really feel the pressure on it because I asked those questions. Because like, I feel like it's giving good feedback. If something's bad in a game, that's something they can improve on. And that's the way Last Epoch told me as well. Like when I played it first, I wasn't sponsored, and I would be like, this is shit, this is trash, improve on this. Why the fuck is the Cyclone sound playing 4 times? And they're like, wow, that's great feedback, thank you. And as far as I know, now the Cyclone thing is fixed. And like a few of the other things too. So generally that's how companies improve. And that's why I specifically asked that. And if they say no, then fuck them.
Scene. All right. Well, I gotta think. I don't know. I'm gonna try. Maybe one day I'll consider doing that. Trying the Ziz technique.
It's sort of the same. Like, do you feel like like if a subscriber asked you to do something for him, would you do that more than a non-subscriber? Like if they're like, hey, can you review my build?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Huh. Dude, fuck the plebs, dude. Fuck the plebs.
Really?
Fuck them, dude. Fuck, I'm just joking. No, I'm joking. But then, I mean, there is a little bit of. I mean, okay, who am I more likely inclined to say? There's two people asking the exact same thing. Okay,
Yeah.
one guy's been giving me money for like 20 months straight, supporting the stream, making like everything that I'm doing possible. The other guy's just a pleb. I'm gonna be a little bit biased to the sub. Yeah,
Huh. Okay,
a
see,
little bit biased to the.
I don't do that. And like I've had no
I
problems like banning subs and stuff. But I generally just go I
yeah.
just try to be as fair and do as much for everyone as possible, and then the people that can support or use your Twitch Prime. That's great, right?
I
But
love the plebs. I love the plebs, but fuck the plebs, you know? Like, at the end of the day, I love the plebs. They're all good. And I don't even really call them plebs very often. It's just funny when when they're not subbed, you know,
yeah.
to call them plebs because it triggers them. And that's
So
why I like to call them plebs and say fuck the
so are
plebs.
you
But
applying for a skydiving job tomorrow already, or I'm just kidding.
yo, I love I love everyone in chat, and it's one of those things. But to say that I wouldn't be at all biased at all, I would just be like, no, I would. There is definitely some sort of underlying bias, to a sub. But then again, there's people who have never subbed to my stream, and they've been there for like 4 years, and they're OG, and I know like where they fucking live. I know a bunch of shit about them. And I would, of course, respect like that more
Yeah.
than some new guy, right? Or some new sub.
Yeah.
But everything is completely equal across the board, 100%, except one guy's a subscriber and someone is not. You know, who am I gonna? It's like
All right.
you would have some form of bias.
Fair enough. I can see it.
No, I know where you live. You better fucking watch yourself, boys.
Nice.
Mm.
Dr. Seema is asking, Quinn, what is the best game you have ever played?
What? Best game I've ever played? World of Warcraft. Yeah, World of Warcraft. I mean, at the end of the day, I am not playing it right now, and I think it's dog shit right now. But the game that kind of ruined all games for me, like when I played it, and I was just like, why would I play any other game? When I tried any other game, I was like, why would I play this game when World of Warcraft exists? Right? Why would I play this? Like, why would I play Path of Exile? Why would I play fucking whatever game when I could be playing WoW? Because that's how I felt for a long time. And that's the game that dominated my life for the longest period of time. So it's why I would say it would be World of Warcraft. Right now it's trash and I don't want to play it. But
right. That makes sense.
No, like historically and like if you were to look at a timeline of the games I've played World of Warcraft the most out of any game.
Did you play it of vanilla?
I did not play in vanilla. I started playing Burning Crusade and I've been playing it. I played every single expansion since. So nice. It's the longest spanning game I've ever played. So it would be kind of like I could say like I really played Frozen Throne a lot, but I mean at the end of the day I did stop playing it after a while when I played WoW for like literally fucking years.
Yeah, it's a great game. No, I started playing in vanilla and then played TBC all the way up until Sunwell came out. And then it was like sort of like ruining my life. Like I did literally nothing else. And not like in like a super hardcore gamer. Like my parents would literally bring me food to my couch. I only got up to pee. That was it. Yeah, so I couldn't even lift like a 1.5 liter Coke bottle at one point. So I kind of had to quit, and then I started working out for like a year solid. And
but that means it's the best game though, right? Like it's like it got to the point where it fucked you up. That means it's a good fucking game, right? It was that.
I'd say I like Darkfall better. Darkfall Online was the best game I've ever played.
Darkfall?
Darkfall.
Did you like almost die playing that though?
No, but
so are you saying that the fact that the World of Warcraft was so addictive that? Okay.
I was more responsible when I played Darkfall, and I still played it pretty much the same amount of time.
I mean, if you didn't almost die playing it though, I feel like you have to get to the point where like you hear these stories like of people who played WoW so much they almost let their kids die and shit. Like that means it's a good game. That means if you almost die on your couch,
addicting necessarily good though?
Well, it depends. It depends. If it's a game, yes. Unless it's I suppose people were addicted to the pokies at like casinos and stuff. But I think it's addicting in the way that it was like they had drawers or like I mean they did have days and stuff. I guess.
I think part of the problem as well was I was like I know for a lot of gamers it's a way to escape and stuff from real life, right? So it depends what's going on in your life at the same time. Like if you have like terrible stuff happening in real life or something and you just don't want to be part of that, then escaping into a game for like all the hours in the day makes a lot more sense. But you can still enjoy another game more when you're like 25 and 26, and the rest of your life is also pretty great, but you don't necessarily need to like let it consume your life.
Sounds like crack cocaine. Sounds like you're describing like drugs. Yeah, I mean, basically, yeah, I totally agree with that. That's like an escape or whatever.
Yeah.
But I mean, I wouldn't say. I mean, that's just probably. It's one of those things. I mean, that sounds fucked up. What happened to you and everything? I suppose I would be a completely different person if it wasn't for World of Warcraft.
Oh yeah, same.
100%.
That's the reason I'm living in Belfast.
What? Because of WoW?
Yeah, because I made so many friends playing World of Warcraft, and I went around visiting them. Like when I stopped playing WoW so much, I went to Denmark, visited my WoW buddies there. I went to Northern Ireland, visited my WoW buddies here. And when it was like time to study, they were like, "You should study here, dude." And I was like, "Fuck it, I'll study here then." And I'm still here.
Hell yeah.
It's great.
And you still wouldn't put WoW as your #1 game. You literally visited people in real life and traveled, and you're still not ranking World of Warcraft as the best game.
Darkfall's so fucking good, dude.
I don't know. What is... I've never even heard of this game.
Okay,
what even
it's
is
like
Darkfall?
a hardcore PvP MMO, and when you kill somebody, you get all their stuff. And if say you and a group of like 30, 40 people spend like a month or two building a city, me and my group of 60 people could come and just take that city from you.
I mean, it does sound kind of like... I did really like Wildy PvP in RuneScape, where like if they were skulled, you'd kill them and take all the shit. Yeah, no. It does sound pretty good.
So good, dude. And everything was skill shots. Spells, bows, everything was... Nothing was auto-targeted. You had to aim everything. So it was super, super amazing. But yeah, no, it's great. It sort of died just because it's a very hardcore game. So there wasn't enough, like, people. Just people were, like, not happy with losing all their shit. So, yeah.
It sounds brutal if you could, like, 6CV1 someone if they were just really didn't like someone.
Yeah.
Like, just ganging up on them and just kill them and take the stuff.
Yeah, you could even kill people in, like, towns. If you had a group, you could just out-heal the towers and stuff and be like, oh, my stuff now. So,
Jesus Christ.
Yep, it's pretty brutal. And like EVE Online as well. I played a shit ton of EVE Online. That's one of my favorite games.
EVE Online, is that the spaceship one?
Yeah, but that's not really a video game. It's not really a video game. It's more a lifestyle or a cult.
Cult, okay.
Fabino7X is asking, why is Kira already better than you at PoE?
Because I've had her farming me the bridge off stream, so she's just had a lot of experience on the bridge, you know, getting currency for me. So yeah, it's just a symptom, I guess, of all that farming.
It's good that she's not Scandinavian.
I plan on getting a... Yeah, she's gonna be farming. It's. I don't know if it's like this with PoE, but in World of Warcraft, they can play your accounts, and as long as they're like, you know, your kit, it's not against the TOS.
Nice. So you're not even getting banned.
I'm gonna turn her into a farmer. Yeah, it's a legal bot. Nice. Yeah, it's gonna be legit as fuck.
That's pretty useful. Oh. Deadhoof is asking, ask Quinn if he has his first streams recorded to see if he remembers his very first subscriber.
I know that my first subscriber. Well, I know my first follower. I don't know if it's my first subscriber. My first subscriber was like Instability01 or was it? Yeah, no, I remember it was either Instability01 or it was Tin Can. And my very first follower was a guy called like Fatal Night or something like that. He occasionally pops into the stream. But yeah, I mean, I remember them.
Nice.
I remember.
How long have you been streaming now?
52 months I've been partnered for. 52 months. So I don't know what that is in years, but like that's just like my most recent subs.
4 something? A little 4 years and 3 months, I think.
4 years and 3 months? Well, there you go. 4 years. As long as, and I got partnered like I guess a little bit like, you know, after I started streaming. So you could maybe say like 4.5 years. Been streaming for, and I still remember the OGs. I remember, you remember those guys because you know, you were playing, you were streaming to like 5 people or whatever. At least I was streaming to like 5 people. So you're hanging out with the same 5 dudes for a while. You don't remember the dudes.
Yeah, and Twitch has changed so much like since then. It's crazy.
Oh yeah, it's insane. It's like I don't even know what it is anymore. Like every day, like it changes a little bit. I've noticed 2019 is like been. Twitch chat's been way more edgy, and I mean, actually, I don't know if it's me changing or it's them changing, but I feel like Twitch chat in general has just been like more edgy and negative, like more negative.
I mean, I definitely feel like it's not more necessarily
negative. Bad way,
right?
But like talking shit is like popularized now, I guess.
I still feel like Twitch is so much more positive than YouTube. I can't read YouTube comments anymore. They're just always
Oh yeah,
horrible.
YouTube is always 100%. YouTube's always been cancerous, but then I feel like it's on Reddit as well and a lot of other websites. There's always the bad eggs, and
Yeah.
you always focus in on that whole negativity bias thing.
Yeah, but
Where
I
you see so
think
many you see like a sea of positive stuff, but you don't really because you're used to that, right? So you always see that the
yeah,
negative
but
stuff
there's no
sticks out.
positive stuff on YouTube. None.
What?
So that's the thing, though,
None?
right? The thing is, right? Twitch is mainly gamers, and sure, we might be passionate about something, but we're generally pretty cool people, pretty kind people. And then YouTube, that's all like the normies that they don't have any outlet. Like they're not sitting there like gaming away and like raging at games and getting out their anger that way. They're getting out their anger in the YouTube comments.
Shit, dog. Yeah, I mean, I can't say. I mean, I haven't read my YouTube. I guess I don't read them enough to
Sure,
really keep
yeah.
up with them. There's always haters though, right? I mean, haters, but I remember people on YouTube are pretty. Well, yeah, a lot more normie dudes. Like, who seem pretty chill.
I've only
I don't know.
had death threats on YouTube ever.
What?
Yeah, some guy sent me a YouTube PM like, "Hey, at TwitchCon 2018, I'm gonna come and throw acid on your face." I'm like, "Great, that's fucking fantastic." It's so specific.
That's
Only on
fucked up because
YouTube.
that can happen as well, dude. Like
Yeah,
that shit happens.
and his
India,
yeah,
bro, they do that to chicks all the time.
and his reason was that I was the reason for getting Valspark nerfed. So I was like, "Okay, thanks. Yeah, that was my fault. Great."
You're gonna throw acid on your face. That's fucked. You can
Yeah,
report that guy to the fucking NSA or some shit. Fucking getting detained.
yeah, it was weird. But I did play a lot of Valspark to be fair, so maybe it was my fault. Um. Oh, okay. Raffles number 123 is asking, question for you both. The season of PoE has seemed very underwhelming compared to the last two. What do you think went wrong?
It's I mean, in my opinion, it was just like way too unpolished. It was just like the mechanic itself was just buggy. Like I just every time I was about to get to a boss or something, it would glitch out and the portal wouldn't work, or I couldn't click on something, or something would spawn in the way, or it was just some annoying shit would happen. I remember I made it to the boss like one time in the beginning. Obviously, once I had like a bunch of bricks, I could occasionally get there, and then you'd finally kill it, and it would be like because it's playing solo self-found, like the double fractured items were just like it wasn't even a reward. Like I couldn't even make anything good, and so like the whole mechanic where you combine items to make some good shit, just wasn't a mechanic for me as SSF. It was just like this dead feature.
Yeah.
So it was like unrewarding and buggy and not polished. I mean that's why I didn't like it anyway. I don't know. What about you, dude?
Well, that's the thing. It wasn't even for people who weren't going to put a lot of effort into it. It wasn't even accidentally rewarding. Like Betrayal, like yeah, it was fairly complicated, but you would see people like click and be like, boom, 3x salt, stuff like that. At the start, like now it is fairly rewarding, even if you don't really know what you're doing. Sure, the crafting is still pretty complicated, but it's fine to have part of it be complicated. But there was just nothing where you could stumble onto like, wow, this is like great currency. You had to like know what you were doing in the start, which is bad. Like you need to have it like just easy to figure out.
Do you think before they did the changes, do you think it was even rewarding though? Like what you're saying, like stacking islands with buffs, basically?
Oh yeah. Once you got like 20 buffs and stuff, and more importantly, like I think they focused too much on the crafting. Like the crafting was always really rewarding, but if you weren't using the crafting, then the league, especially in the start, was dog shit.
For SSF though, like what about SSF? Like it was just like to me, it was like SSF.
Yeah, it's very hard to
really
do
craft anything.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's pretty hard.
I guess that's
but
I'm minority there.
I don't know. Even on the I did like the Havoc League, which is basically all the damage mods enabled, and it was really hard. And I made like 6% movement speed and 15 dex implicit boots, and like those on a character that so 6% extra movement speed and 15 dex, and that's huge, right? I needed dex for my build. I need movement speed, and a helmet with 9 all the tributes and 15 life as a base. So like I already made like, and that was just in 2 or 3 days, and I made like a couple of pretty useful items for myself.
And is that after the changes? Like, didn't they make it easier to?
Well, no, the crafting wasn't changed.
They don't make it. Didn't that lower the thresholds or some shit?
No.
Like to make it like okay. Oh well, there you go. Oh, I was just bad then. I couldn't make shit.
But
I made like 2 items that were good, and then I just replaced them anyway with just random rares.
But that's the thing. The crafting that was always pretty complicated, and they sort of like in terms of value for different parts of the league, they balanced it too much around crafting. Like, oh, we can't drop too many exalts or chaos or maps here because the crafting is just so rewarding or has the potential to be so rewarding. And when players that even like I found it really complicated in the start too, and when players that have 17,000 hours in the game find it complicating, and somebody starting out is completely screwed.
Yeah.
And even if you have 2,000 or 3,000 hours, you're sitting there like, please, somebody make a guide for this shit. I don't get it.
Yeah, I was waiting for the Ziggy guide, bro. I was like, Ziggy D,
Yeah.
what the fuck are you doing, bro? Ziggy, mate, you better release that guide.
Yep.
And I quit before he even made the guide, dude. Like,
I know.
he never made the guide. Just never came.
It
Ziggy
didn't
failed
come
us.
fast enough. Yeah, no, it was, and I think the worst thing, and this is like the worst thing that I think PoE does, is they should never ever make the player go. You should never have to alt tab for any reason. Like the crafting should have been in game, like just showing like, oh, these are the brackets you've hit. This is what you have a potential to get on this item. And then it's pretty easy to figure it out on your own. Like you put in like loads of different things. Like, oh, okay, look at all these mods I can hit. I have a small chance. So yeah, having the stuff.
Yeah, I think they should have shown the outcomes, like the potential outcomes. If they'd just done that, it would have been like so much better. And then I don't know.
Like,
I think there's a lot of things I can improve. I feel like all the third party shit in general, like they should just change like this PoE trade shit should be in game. The leaderboards in game, like Delve leaderboards, all that shit. Like, how come like I don't know if it's like a logistical thing, like maybe it uses too much memory up. I don't know how.
Wait, there are leaderboards.
Well, when I say leaderboards, I mean like not like / ladder. Like you like click open it, you can like view profile. And
oh, right. Yes. I mean, I like, wish everything
right click
was
inspect.
more in game. Yeah.
Like why is that not a thing? The fuck?
Yeah. No,
I want to inspect people's gear and I can't. So it's like what?
Yeah.
There's there's loads of random things.
A
in the
lot
game
of stuff like that.
I mean, it's lots of QOL though. It's like at the end of the day, it would be nice, but I guess there's probably reasons as to why they're not doing it. So I guess Chris is like he's a prophet, man.
Oh yeah.
Like whenever I listen to him talk about shit, it always seems to make a lot of sense. And you're like, holy shit, yeah, this is exactly like, dude, that sounds exactly what I would do, you know? Or I didn't even think of that. You're a fucking god. I'll suck your dick, Chris.
Nice.
At XLCon, metaphorically speaking.
I bet he's looking forward to meeting you now. Nice.
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing. Like, just so many things. Even like, obviously, there's been discussions lately, like pros and cons of auction house and stuff. But at least pathofexile.com/trade should be in game. Like that's like the minimum. Just never make us alt tab ever for anything. Like if it's a guide or something, that's fine. Don't have to integrate that. But other than that,
I could go on a whole rant about how they can implement like skill tree profiles and stuff into the game.
Yeah.
Add-ons, I'm just saying, like, there's a lot that, but we're not going to do that. It's not a PoE AMA, that was.
No, that's true. Dak Diana is asking, so Quinn, you were saying that D3 combo was smoother. What are the core differences you think between Path of Exile and D3 combo? Is it the movement skills?
Well, yeah, movement skills is one huge thing. So when it comes to movement in D3, it's like, you have cooldowns on your dash. So for example, in Greaterus, if you have dash up or when you do not have it up, it's like completely changes the way you're going to play in hardcore anyway. Like you will pretty much always have a dash if you're playing hardcore and you're you're pushing deep into the monsters, because otherwise if you proc, you got no way of getting out and you're going to get fucked. Even potions, just having a cooldown on your potion and it being super meaningful at all times. Like when my potion's up, I'm going to go in a deep deck and I'm planning the pot. And then when it's down, I'm playing defensively, and it just changes the way you play entirely.
Yeah.
And even then, like there's just lots of little things, like lots of polish on the game that just makes the gameplay just smoother. I guess it's the attacks. Like you don't, because there's no name lock skills. I think name lock skills in general in PoE just kind of don't feel good.
They really don't.
For whatever reason. And it's like, I don't know, there's just all these random little things, and it's just the Blizzard have definitely got their gameplay polished, and PoE just does not have that. And I feel like it's like movement skills, flasks, and then the gameplay combat polish that's what I think's shit in PoE. I don't know how you fix flasks. There's plenty of ways you can make it better, but the best way, I don't know. I don't know what the best way is, like, but I'm just not a fan of how the flask system is, where you just like in maps, like fucking spamming, like, fucking 1 2 3 4 5 1 2 3 4 5, like repeatedly spamming this shit. And it's just mindless, right?
I really want them to have flasks don't gain charges while they're in use.
Oh,
I know, like so many people hate that idea, but I think
that sounds AIDS. But yeah, I mean,
right now flasks are basically equipment. Like once you're mapping now, they're just like 1 2 3 4 5 1 2 3 4 5. Like you're not thinking about it. You're just sitting there spamming it.
Getting RSI, just developing hand conditions.
Whereas if they were like really powerful and using them, I don't know. I would like them to only be gaining charges when they're not in use.
And then also, this is another thing which people are gonna hate on. I also like PoE. I feel like there's way too much speed meta. Like, I really like when you're on the beach at the beginning and you're killing like one zombie at a time, and you're going through and your character's like a piece of shit, and it's kind of like a lot slower. Like, you know, when you play if you play PT League or Havoc League or whatever, yeah, like more like that kind of in terms of slower play style, more difficult enemies rather than teleport one shot the entire screen, teleport one shot the entire screen, teleport one shot the entire screen. Like, that to me is just not as engaging as, you know, actually fighting monsters and like kiting and doing other shit and like intense moments where you
Yeah.
you know, you're running for your life, and then instant logging out as well. I mean, I could literally go on forever, so we probably shouldn't keep going on
Yeah.
because I'm
Well,
just gonna all
yeah, we
haters.
only have like six or seven more questions.
Okay.
But yeah, like I mean, at least right now we have the option for both with the private leagues, which is kind of cool.
Yeah, I
Um,
agree.
Doolabber is asking, "Hey Quinn, what do you think you would have done if streaming wouldn't have worked out the way it did?" Which we already covered, so we'll skip that one. Um, would Quinn ever submit one of his builds for a Sunday roast?
What the hell's a Sunday roast?
So I do this.
Would you just
Everyone was basically asking for build advice so much. So what I did was I try to integrate it with like sort of like Gordon Ramsay or something, where I basically make fun of and roast people while also giving them constructive feedback. They'll literally sit there roasting people and try to be really over the top and insult people.
shit, dog? I mean, what would you can't really criticize my builds. They're perfect. So I mean, I don't really
Exactly.
understand what would be the point.
No,
Like, what are you gonna do? Oh, this build's amazing.
just
Best
loads of
build I've ever seen.
compliments, I'm sure. Yeah.
Maybe to be honest, I'm just gonna steal this build for myself and make a YouTube guide about it. That's what Math
Nice.
will do anyway. So Math,
Ooh.
yeah. So yeah,
Mathel usually only
ridiculous.
copies people. Yeah, he never comes up with builds.
He straight up jacked my my build, man. Straight up jacked my what was it, Lancing Steel build? Oh my, I can't believe he
Did he
did
at
that.
least pay you for it?
No, he
Oh,
didn't actually. I'm
wow.
still honestly, I don't know if we can be friends anymore.
Small claims court. Sue him. Um, the next question is by Steam101. Do you find yourself using Twitch Speak outside of streaming? Pog.
Oh oof, Pog. Ooh, I don't say lol or anything stupid like that. That's just fucking dumb.
Yeah, I don't do that
Pog.
either.
To be honest, maybe I've said Pog in front of my girlfriend. I would definitely, and conventions and stuff, like for sure, I'll say Pog, you
Yeah.
know, or say forehead, like forehead, Pog, three head. So I mean, that's the entire human like spectrum, right?
Yeah.
You don't really, at the end of the day, like Pog, forehead, and three head, and then five head. Maybe, but I would never say
So
to my
the
grandma.
so the answer is yes.
Yeah, yeah. Pog is like, I think Pog makes sense. Like, it's
Nice.
just like everyone gets that. What about you? Do you lol?
Oh, all the time. But I
You do all the time.
mostly
Actually,
only hang out with Twitch related people as well. Pretty much.
same. Yeah, I don't have any friends, so
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, I'm your friend, Quinn. I'm your friend. Um, Doolabber has another question. Is this a question for you both? PoE's basically about one-shotting or getting one-shotted. Actually, we just answered that you want the game slower. Yeah, so we'll skip
Yep.
that one. Um, Shed is asking, can you see yourself streaming in 20 years if it's still popular?
20 years streaming from now? Like, what the hell? Dude, I want to be on a spaceship to Mars with my family, and we're going to be like, I don't know, recolonizing a planet or something, okay? I don't know. Maybe if I could stream from Mars.
Nice.
I don't know.
That's
It's
gonna be a
way too.
delay.
It's there's gonna be a little bit delay. Yeah, you're probably right. You're gonna have to there as well. I don't know. But that again. That's just one of those things. I literally don't give a fuck about what's happening 20 years from now. I guess
Mm.
if I think about it, I don't know what the fuck. I want to be doing what is enjoyable. You know, I mean, 20 years. That's like what the
That's
hell.
a
My
very
daughter's
long
gonna be
time.
like. It's like my daughter's gonna be 21. She's gonna be like, what the fuck?
You can drink in
I
America.
honestly, I think we're all like honestly, 20 years from now, I just think everyone's going to be dead. Like most likely, we're all just going to AI would have rise. Like at that point, we would have created like sentient AI, and they would have just killed all humans. So that's what I think is going to be happening in 20 years.
Monka S.
Like straight up, it's going to happen
Okay.
soon.
So no AI. Got it. Viper Strike Lol is asking, have you ever tried Viper Strike? If not, when do you plan to?
People have been telling me that ability is overpowered. I mean, I like dots. I don't know if you know. I like bleed builds. People are saying poison is like bleed bit better. I feel like it's kind of beta. It's kind of beta, but I definitely plan on testing out Viper Strike at some point in the future here. I've heard good things.
Mm. And as a final question, if you could meet and hang out with any other streamer for a full day, who would it be?
Zizaran, of course.
Present company excluded.
Okay. No, I was joking, dude.
Wow.
Are you kidding me?
Wow.
Like,
Jesus.
No.
Don't gotta be so mean about it.
Fuck, dude. I honestly, I don't know, dude. I think it'd be awkward being forced to hang out with someone. Like, if they don't want to hang out with you anyway, I just don't know.
Okay, but assume they want to hang out with you.
Assume they want to hang out with me? Fuck, dude.
Who would you like to meet?
Why are they saying Zizaran? Probably Elon Musk, dude. He streamed on Meme Review, right? He hosted Meme Review at that time. Can I choose Elon Musk?
I'll let it slide.
Can I go with Elon Musk?
I'll let it slide.
Well, no, I mean, I really don't. I really, one of those things. I just think it'd be like, I don't know who the fuck I'd talk to in real life, like for a full day, that it wouldn't be fucking awkward.
I should have made the question more simple. Like, what other streamer would you like to meet?
What I like? Yeah. See, I'm just thinking too literally.
Yeah.
I'm thinking too literally. I mean, I don't know. What about you? What about you, Ziz?
Ziggy.
Ziggy?
G'day, mate.
That's possible, dude. ExileCon's happening soon.
Happening.
That cunt lives just over the ditch, mate. He's gonna be here for sure. Like, to be honest, hanging out with Ziggy would be pretty dank. He's the real. I mean, yeah. But I mean, no, it's cool, Elon Musk. I'm just.
That's good, dude. Thank you so much for taking 2 hours and 45 minutes for an AMA. That we went a lot over what I had expected, but dude, thank you so much. That was really, really good.
That was mean, bro.
Actually, my favorite AMA, hands down.
What? I watched the one with Zizaran, dude. That shit was actual quality content. It was. I
really liked the Aquan too. And most of them have been pretty good.
Right.
No, so thank you so much.
Thanks for having me on, sis.
Yeah. Can we get a big easy clap in chat? You're already clapping. This is beautiful. So thank you, Quinn, and a big hands up for the mods as well, Matiki, Mamada, and whoever else helped. I just invite all of them and they can all help. So I'm not actually sure who exactly helped, but they're amazing. I couldn't do this without my mods. I haven't read any of these questions until they're parsed into a document. So yeah, thank you all.
Hey, you got some squared away mods, man. What the hell?
They're amazing, dude. Don't steal them.
Shit. All
right. So the way this works out, I'm actually gonna turn off your web camera so I don't leak anything. Where is it?
Are you gonna put you better not put the Papega back on. You better not put I swear to God, if the Papega comes back on, you better have a bit more suitable image. At least be a 5-head. Oh my God! I'm done, bro. That's some bullshit.
Okay, there. He left. He said no one left. He left the call. Okay. Okay, but again, thank you so much. We're gonna end now, and I'm happy to announce that there's going to be an AMA every 2 weeks. So the next one will be announced shortly. So that means that the next one is on the 7th, most likely. Yeah, 7th. Tuesday the 7th. We'll probably have a break and maybe have them on a weekend sometime, but yeah. 7th for the next one. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm going to be ending the YouTube recording now and then continue a little bit after. But thanks for watching. Try to die less than I do.